All right, Coach. Well, thanks for joining us and good luck.
Hey, we really appreciate what you do, Rob. Thanks for being around and covering us.
Thank you. Once again, Coach Eric Thorson there of the Richfield Wildcats inside the Snow College pregame show. Snow College enrolls over 5,000 students representing 36 states and 38 foreign countries. Join the spirit. Visit snow.edu. And Rick, as you got to hear Coach Thorson's comments, what are your thoughts?
Both coaches have said the same thing. The other team's improved, but both of them were very cautious about giving away any game plans, and I think they're spot on.
And the coin toss has just occurred for the captains for the Richfield Wildcats, Jed Polson, Tayson LaCourty, Caden Acord, and Kel Morrison. They won the toss and deferred to the second half. Emery has chosen to receive, and Richfield will be going left to right across your radio dial or computer screen. And so that's the way we'll be going when we have the opening kickoff coming up here in just a moment. But we'll take one more quick 1-minute break and come back with the Chisholm Family Dentistry opening kickoff and your keys to the game next on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centrocom Channel 10.
Robinson Transport is a major part of the central Utah economy by hauling supplies to maintain the energy needs of Utah and surrounding states. The management extends a sincere appreciation to all of their drivers for their hard work and dedication. Robinson Transport fully supports the education of our area youth and their participation in athletic competition. Should you need any construction equipment, topsoil, gravel, or concrete work, remember Robinson Transport of Salina, a proud sponsor of this sports broadcast.
Mountain Utah Family Medicine in Richfield is committed to providing compassionate, patient-centered, high-quality care to patients of all ages. Our staff of highly skilled and experienced care providers offer a wide variety of advanced medical care and treatment services for you and your family. We offer convenient appointment times, including after-hours services. Place your health and wellness in the hands of experienced medical professionals by scheduling an appointment with our physicians today. 435-896-9561.
And welcome back to Richfield High School, moments away from the opening kickoff and the first round of the 3A playoffs between the Richfield Wildcats and the Emery Spartans. Opening kickoff is brought to you by Chisholm Family Dentistry. They do everything to ensure their patients receive excellent dental work. Call for an appointment today at 527-3555. Christian Covarrubias on to kick it away now for the Richfield Wildcats. Back to receive deep is Easton Gordon for the Spartans. Short kick going to the far side of the field, taking on the 31-yard line. And a big hole to run through for the Spartans. He's across midfield, a flag flies. And the ball comes loose as Covarrubias hits the return man, Jared Snow, out of bounds in Richfield territory, the 40-yard line. But it will remain Emery football. But again, a flag back at the Emery 40-yard line.
Yeah, and that kick was angled right high in the air to, I think Richfield was trying to get underneath, maybe cause some problems there. And you got to give credit, Jared Snow did a great job racing down the sideline. But
it is going to be a penalty, though, on the Emery Spartans as the white hat referee Brian Burke comes to give us the signal. It's going to be a block in the back by the Spartans. So that will bring them back from the 40-yard line. Again, it would have been about a 30-yard return. Instead, it's going to be about right where he took the or caught the kick as it was. So they will start on their own 30-yard line, Will Emery, with 11:54 to go here in the first quarter. And again, they've gone to the spread offense. Got Kyson Stilson, the quarterback for the Spartans. One back in the backfield, and that lone back will be Rance Jensen. Stilson with three receivers to the left, trips to the left, one receiver wide right. They send Wilson in motion left to right. Takes a snap, drops the pass, looks left side, quick slant route. That's going to be caught and brought down just shy of the 40-yard line. Will be the Emery Spartans after a pickup of about 9 yards on the carry, and that's going to be Bowman on the catch there for the Spartans.
And Polson and Blackner in on the tackle for Richfield, but what a great start for the Spartans.
A 9-yard gain makes it 2nd down and 1 from the 39-yard line. They have a few players that aren't on the roster. Appreciate Castle Country Radio broadcaster Jordan Buscarini helping me out there. That's Bowman wearing number 5. Number 53 is Tegan Barnett for the Spartans, another one not on the roster. Stilson in the shotgun, sends a man in motion. That's Bowman, gives the hand up to Jensen, hit in the backfield, breaks the tackle as he gets by Acord, hit by Blackner, and he'll be coming down, not by Blackner, excuse me, but a big hit there by Richfield. And, oh yeah, it was Blackner. I got it right.
It was Blackner. And also in on the tackle was Britton Riddle, the two sophomores.
And so it is a Riverstone Contractors first down, though, as it gets out to the 42-yard line for a 3-yard pickup. And that'll make it now 1st and 10 from the 42 for the Spartans. Going to have two receivers to each side. Will Emery with Jensen to the left of Stilson in the backfield. Now they're going to switch things up. Easton Gordon moving into quarterback, and Stilson will go wide left. See if they do any sort of a quarterback throwback. Jake Polson is on Stilson. There's going to be a handoff to Gordon. Just a Wildcat offense. He's going to run straight forward to the left side and get about 2 yards to the 44-yard line, make it 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, and Blackner did a nice job of coming up and moving him inside where the help was in there for the Cats. And big number 78, Dylan Sorensen, was there, along with Ethan Lambers.
So that'll make it 2nd down and 8 from the 44-yard line for the Emery Spartans. 10:21 to go in the first quarter. No score here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10 with the Parts House scoreboard. For the good stuff in auto parts, visit the Parts House in Salina. Trips to the right, one receiver to the left. Jensen to the right of Stilson in the backfield, shotgun formation. Richfield right now with 8 in the box. Stilson takes a snap, heavy rush coming, gets hit, and he's going to go down. A big sack for the Wildcats as 2 Wildcats come through to make the play.
And that was Ethan Lambers along with Emmett Hafen, who blitzed in. And Richfield was in the 4-4, as you said, 8 people in the box, and they brought him.
Yes, they did. They brought him hard. Britton Riddle in on the play there as well for the Wildcats. So that drops them all the way back to the 36, but just across the 35-yard line is where they have it. So it's going to be a loss of 9 yards. And 2nd and 8 all of a sudden is 3rd and 17.
Yeah, and Lambers just pushed through the defender. It looked like they weren't going to be able to get to the quarterback, and Lambers would not be denied, slowing him down.
Trips to the right, one receiver to the left on 3rd and long. Richfield now dropping back into a little bit deeper defense. Stilson drops the pass, looking right, now rolls left, nobody there. Coming back to him is one receiver, throws across the top, gets caught at the 50-yard line, going to be shy of the first down as Britton Riddle with the tackle as he found Rance Jensen, but he's going to be about 2 yards short of the first down.
What a great pass play, though. Under pressure, going back against his angle, had to throw. He was running left, threw back right, found the receiver in Riddle with a nice tackle.
And really a very good spot for Emery. They're going to move it back.
Oh, they did move it back. Coach Thorson came up and says, hey, look, and the official's over there moving him back. And Thorson says, well, you put him within 1 yard.
You put him within a few feet. Now it's instead 4th and 1. And they are going to go into a power formation with Stilson under center. Watch for the hard count if the Wildcats. There's a snap. Give it to Jensen right side. Has the first down as he's carrying Wildcats to the 45-yard line. Needed 1, and he got 4 for the Riverstone Contractors first down.
Yeah, and Richfield had 6 men on the line of scrimmage, and Emery able just to muscle their way. They call that a goal line defensive stand, and the Spartans able to pick up the first down.
So 1st and 10 from the Richfield 45-yard line for Emery. 8:16 to go in the first quarter on the Parts House scoreboard. And you heard some of the keys of the game from the coaches. We'll get Rick's keys of the game here in just a little bit, as we've got 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Jensen now acting as a tailback behind Stilson. They're going to send Wilson in motion right to left. Stilson the snap, quick pass to the right side to Gordon. Caught, hit as he catches it, able to maintain control, dives forward right near the first down marker to the 35-yard line. Looks like it's going to be a first down for the Spartans. So back-to-back, well, maybe they're going to mark it just shy. So it'll be just shy, about a foot to go for Emery, so 2nd down and less than 1.
And Richfield is bringing linebackers. That time they brought it from the outside, and Emery able to get rid of it quickly on the quick pass over the center of the field.
So 2nd down and about a foot now for the Spartans as they continue to drive. They've got 2 first downs so far on this drive. Looking for another here. Going to go trips left, 1 receiver wide right. The wide receiver is Snow. Again, Jensen is the tailback right behind Stilson in the shotgun. Send Wilson in motion left to right. Goes into the slot, takes a snap, hand to Jensen. Jensen right side, has the first down and a couple more as he gets tripped up down to the 33-yard line for a pickup of 3 yards and a Riverstone Contractors first down.
Yeah, and Richfield shifted their men around. Lambers and those line are moving around. The Wildcats brought 7 people, but Emery only needed 1 yard, and that's the 3rd first down on this drive that started from their own 30-yard line.
Rick, just a couple of keys maybe for this Richfield defense in this game.
I think Richfield's got to use their speed. They've got to get to the quarterback. You give him time to pass. He's proven he's capable.
Yeah, very accurate passer is Stilson. Trips to the right now on 1st and 10 from the Richfield 33. Riddle showing blitz for the Wildcats. Stilson in the shotgun, one receiver wide left. Jensen to the left of Stilson. Takes a snap, quick pass to the outside to Gordon. That's going to be caught, slipped, able to maintain his footing. Breaks a couple of tackles, gets across the 30, and will go down at about the 27-yard line. That's going to be a pickup of about 6, maybe 7 yards on the play.
Yeah, out there, Ian Bate had a chance to bring him down right at the line of scrimmage, and it would have been a tough tackle, but when he slipped out of it, able to fall forward and pick up good yardage on first down.
So a 7-yard pickup as they mark him at the 26-yard line, make it 2nd and 3 for the Spartans. Twins to each side. Jensen, the tailback, off to the left of Stilson in the shotgun. Kyson Stilson. We're going to send Gordon in motion. Hand off to Jensen up the middle. Big hole to run through. Breaks a tackle, gets hit from below, and he'll go down after Jed Polson made the tackle, but he has another Riverstone Contractors first down to the 21-yard line, and that'll be make it a 6-yard pickup to the 20-yard line.
And Jordan Anderson slowed him down, got a hold jersey, didn't end up with the tackle as Polson got the tackle, but it looked like he had room to maybe go all the way on that. 4th first down on this drive.
Yes, it is. So 1st down and 10 now for the Spartans from the 20-yard line, approaching that Apex Foot and Ankle Institute end zone. Trips to one side, one receiver wide right. Going to send Wilson in motion left to right. Stilson, a quick pass again to Gordon on the slant, caught and hit from behind by Blackner, but he's going to go down with another big pickup of about 8 yards down to the 12-yard line.
And Blackner very quick to bring him down. However, Stilson had caught the ball for an 8-yard pickup.
Their quick passing game causing some issues right now for the Richfield defense. And you heard Coach Farmalo talk about how they use the passing game, that short passing game, as an extension of the running game.
And Emery, very impressive here on opening drive.
2nd down and 2 now from the 12-yard line for the Spartans. Driving in towards that Richfield end zone. Going to go one receiver to the left. That's Bowman. Trips to the right. Jensen to the right of Stilson in the backfield. Stilson in the gun. Takes a snap, fakes the handoff, looks to pass, throws the slant route again, threw it behind Gordon, and the pass falls incomplete. First incomplete pass of the game for the Spartans, make it 3rd down and 2.
Yeah, and Richfield had a chance for an interception there. It would have been a tough one as a pass was thrown behind him. But, you know, Emery, even though they didn't pick up the first down, it's still 3rd and short because of the large yardage they're getting on first down plays.
Yeah, they continue to pick up 7, 8, 9 yards on those quick slant route passes. Going to go 2 receivers to each side with Stilson under center this time. Jensen the tailback. Jensen coming in 42 yards shy of 700 yards in the season. Gordon goes in motion right to left. They give it to Jensen left side. Hits the hole but gets hit by a host of Wildcats as he got to the 10-yard line. Going to have the first down as he got just inside the 10 to the 9 for a 3-yard pickup and a Riverstone Contractors first down.
And this is everything Emery wanted to do. They started with a penalty, which they did not want to do as they were in Richfield territory. However, they have not seen any effects from that. 5 first downs. They've driven from their own 30-yard line, and they've just moved it down to the Richfield 9.
So that'll make it now 1st and goal from the 9-yard line, as Rick mentioned. Going to go 2 receivers one to the left and 3 to the right, with Jensen to the right of Stilson in the backfield. Again, Stilson in the shotgun formation. Takes a snap, fakes the handoff, looks to pass right side, hit from behind, Britton Riddle with the blitz, ball comes loose, Richfield jumps on it. And the official, Brian Burke officials, Richfield football, Britton Riddle with his 2nd sack of the game.
And the fumble is picked up by Richfield's Caden Christensen. And you know, you can give up yardage all day long, and if you don't give up points, the Richfield defense comes up with a big play, and that's just what the Cats needed.
So a big fumble by Emery after driving all the way to the 9-yard line. Now Richfield takes over with 4:18 to go in the first quarter, and they will take over on their own 15-yard line. Hafen in the shotgun with Morrison to his right, 2 receivers to each side. Spread offense by both teams in this game. Hafen takes a snap, fakes the handoff, quarterback keeper up the middle, and he's going to get across the 20, dives forward to the 24-yard line. Going to be a pickup of about just under 9 yards for Emmett Hafen.
And Hafen just cut through the center of that defense. He got hit one side, the other side, but he picked up good yardage.
And they're going to mark it back at the 13, so they mark him a little shorter than I said, so make it 2nd down and 3. Handoff going to go to Morrison. Morrison wanted to go left, now came back right. Big hole to run through as he just kept his feet going. Tripped up as he crosses the 30 to the 32-yard line, and that's going to be a pickup of about 9 more yards in Riverstone Contractors first down.
Yeah, Jared Snow able to grab him around the feet as it looked like Morrison was stopped and he just popped out of nowhere.
And Hafen now in the shotgun. 1st and 10 from the 32. Handoff to LaCourty trying to get around the end. Has blockers in front, cuts inside. Tripped up as he gets to the 39, 40-yard line is where he goes down. And it's going to be another pickup of 8 yards and 2nd and 2 for the Wildcats.
And that's what Richfield football is best at when LaCourty's moving, because he's, I believe, the fastest player on this team.
Yeah, a lot of speed with LaCourty. 2nd and 2 from the 40-yard line. Hafen in the shotgun. Again, 2 receivers to each side. Bate now the tailback. Hands it off to Curtis. Curtis going to go up the middle and has the first down and a few more as he gets brought down to the 45-yard line for a 5-yard pickup and a Riverstone Contractors first down.
And that tackle made by Drake Hoffman from Emery. And Richfield doing the same thing to Emery that Emery did to Richfield. Pick up big yards on first downs.
1st and 10 from the 45. Hafen takes a snap, rolls to his right, has time, looking down the field, has a man deep, didn't see him, now he runs it to the 50-yard line, 45, and forced out of bounds after a first down run by Emmett Hafen at the 43-yard line, a 12-yard pickup for a Riverstone Contractors first down.
Richfield worth their 3rd first down on a drive that started from their own 15. And they do move into Emery territory.
Yes, they do. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the Emery 43-yard line. So Richfield moving the ball at will, much like Emery was. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter here. No score between the Wildcats and the Spartans. First round of the playoffs. LaCourty goes in motion. They give it to him. LaCourty trying to get the edge. Has blockers. Cuts inside to the 35-yard line. Tripped up. And it's going to be a shoestring tackle by the Emery Spartans. At Tegan Bennett there making the play. But again, 12 more yards or 11 more yards down to the 32-yard line for LaCourty and the Riverstone Contractors first down.
Yeah, and had he not made that tackle, it looked like LaCourty might have had room to go all the way.
So Tegan Bennett making the play there for Emery, possibly a touchdown saving tackle. 2:49 to go now in the first quarter. They send a man in motion left to right. And taking the snap is Hafen, and run the option. Going to keep it himself as he cuts inside, tripped up as he does by Colton Wilson. He does cross the 30-yard line down to about the 28, so about a 4-yard pickup for Hafen.
And Gordon came in and made sure he didn't get more yardage after that. So, but again, good yardage on a first down run here.
So 2nd down and 6. Tailback to the right of Hafen in the backfield is going to be Ian Bate.
And I believe there's blood.
Yeah, Bennett's going to leave the game for Emery, a new player coming in. And let's see if we can get a number there on the new player checking into the game. Looks like it's going to be Dayton Bailing.
Yes, and I'm sure there was blood on the arm. That's why they sent him off.
Yeah, so he's getting that checked out. Hafen in the shotgun, 2 receivers to each side. Quick handoff to Bate. Bate hitting the backfield, nowhere to go. Big tackle there by A.C. Reeve for the Spartans.
And Reeve just wrapped his arms around him. A great tackle by Reeve, and would not allow any yardage.
So a no gain as he did get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. So now it's 3rd and 6 for the Wildcats with Morrison to the left of Hafen in the backfield, 2 receivers to each side. Going to send Jordan Anderson in motion right to left. Hafen takes a snap, gives it to Anderson, trying to get the edge, cuts back inside with the blockers, gets hit as he picks up about 3 yards, maybe just 2 to the 25-yard line. And they're going to be about 3 yards shy, but this is likely 4-down territory, Rick.
Yes, I would guess they'll go for it. But Anderson did a nice job of planning and cutting upfield. It looked like he might not have any yardage. Instead, he did pick up 3.
So 4th down and 3 for the Wildcats from the 25-yard line. Hafen takes a snap. Going to be a quarterback option here. Gets to the outside, cuts inside, hit and dives forward. He's got the first down and about 3 more to the 19-yard line for a 6-yard pickup and a Riverstone Contractors first down on 4th down for the Wildcats.
Yeah, and it's going to be the 5th first down of this drive. Emery picked up 5 first downs and didn't score. Now Richfield with their 5th first down, but they start their own 15-yard line. Emery had started at their 30.
They are in the 20, though, nearing the Apex Foot and Ankle Institute end zone. Handoff goes to LaCourty on 1st and 10 from the 19. Has a blocker, cuts inside. A Bait flag will come in, wrapped up at the ankles as he's brought down just across the 15-yard line down to about the 13. But again, a flag came
They're
in on that
call
outside
holding.
block.
On that outside block, you could see the blocker kind of had a hold of him for a little bit, and the flag came in, and they called holding on it.
The flag sits at about the 18-yard line, so it'll take him back to around the 28-yard line as they will march it back from the spot. Maybe the 27.
It is the first penalty of the game on Richfield. Emery with just one penalty. So the game's been really penalty-free.
They'll march him back to the 27 is where they'll take him, so it negates the run, and it makes it a loss of 8 yards as well. So 1st and 18 now for the Wildcats. 55 seconds to go in the first quarter here on the Parts House scoreboard. Trips to the right, one receiver to the left. Bate to the right of Hafen in the backfield, shotgun formation. Hafen takes a snap, looks to the right, throws out to Bate, and got a block, steps inside across the 30, and might have just got back to the line of scrimmage as all, as that one was a wheel route in the backfield. And I don't think they gained a yard. That'll make it 2nd and 18.
And Stilson with a nice tackle there by the Spartans, keeping Richfield from any positive yardage. But there were a lot of other tacklers in the area. That play just didn't look good from the start of getting yardage.
Never developed. 15 seconds left in the quarter. We'll see if Richfield gets one more play off, as at the line of scrimmage looks like they will. Trips to the left, one receiver to the right. Single coverage on the far side of the field. Hafen in the shotgun, takes a snap, drops the pass, looking right, now throws to the middle, has a man, that's caught, end zone, touchdown, Dakota Curtis for the Wildcats. Richfield strikes first as the first quarter comes to a close.
What a great pass. Curtis was open right in the middle of the field, and the pass was delivered by Hafen.
27-yard touchdown pass for the Richfield Wildcats with no time left on the clock here in the first quarter. Now Christian Covarrubias on to kick the extra point. First time we've seen either team try to go with any sort of a deeper route in the passing game. So Covarrubias, left-footed kicker for the Wildcats, on to kick it in. Snap is good, hold is down, kick is up, and that is good. So at the end of the first quarter on the Parts House scoreboard, it's Richfield 7, Emery 0 in the first round of the 3A playoffs on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
Looking for an affordable car, truck, or SUV? The two guys at CarWise have you covered with vehicles starting as low as $4,000. Go to carwiseutah.com to check out our inventory, or come see us in person at 1220 South State Street in Salina. And don't worry if your credit's not the best, we've got you covered there too. Give us a call at 435-287-2277. Shop Wise, shop CarWise. Go to carwiseutah.com to check out our inventory.
Are you paying too much for bulk gas, diesel, oil, and lube? Are you constantly running out of fuel for your business, farm, or hobby? Well, you should be calling Sevier Valley Oil Company. Sevier Valley Oil is your full-service bulk fuel, oil, and lube supplier. Now operating out of St. George and Richfield, Sevier Valley Oil is now covering all of southern Utah with quality petroleum products. From super tankers to farm delivery wagons, they have you covered. Make the right call today, 435-896-4406. So to the second quarter we go, following the 27-yard touchdown pass from Emmett Hafen to Dakota Curtis as Richfield strikes first. 7-0, they lead it after quarter number one. And we'll see what if they go with the shorter kick again this time, or if they let Christian Covarrubias really give it a boot. They did say that Covarrubias wasn't feeling well today, so they weren't sure if he was really going to get a full leg into these kickoffs.
Well, the last one went high in the air around the 30-yard line. And
Covarrubias set to kick it away. Again, Easton Gordon back deep for the Spartans. This time he does get some leg into it. Gordon's going to take it at the 7-yard line, bring it out across the 15 to the 20, goes to the far side of the field, got a block, cuts inside of the 25, and will go down at the 28-yard line, maybe the 29. So about a 22-yard return for Easton Gordon, and Emery will start with 11:55 to go in the first half. Hard to believe we're in the second quarter. This is just their second drive of the game, and they'll start on their own 29.
Yeah, Emery start their own 30 last time, picked up 5 first downs, got down to the 9-yard line before they fumbled. They held the ball for 7 minutes and 42 seconds.
And then Richfield had a 4-minute and 18-second drive, ending it with that touchdown pass to end the quarter. Stilson in the shotgun formation. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. They're going to be tight on the right. Handoff's going to come to the near side to Bowman. Bowman trying to get the edge, hit at the 30. He does fall forward for a gain as Wyatt Blackner in there with the tackle. Going to be a gain of about 4 yards out to the 33-yard line. But really, good job of the Richfield defense to stretch that to the sideline.
Yeah, and Dylan Sorensen came in and finished him off for the Cats. And, you know, you look at it, and Emery still picked up 4 yards. I mean, if you were asking, you want at least 4 yards or more. And that's what you ask from a team.
4 yards 3 times is the first down. Second down and 6. trips to the left, one receiver to the right. The lone receiver is Snow. Stilson in the shotgun with Jensen to his right in the backfield. They send Wilson in motion left to right. Give it to Jensen left side, hitting the backfield, breaks the tackle, cuts up the middle, and runs into the umpire before being brought down by Jed Polson right near the first down marker. The near side official says he made it to the 40. I think that's a pretty generous spot of the forward progress, but that's where they're going to put it for Riverstone Contractors, first down and a 7-yard pickup.
And he was hit right at the line of scrimmage, then able to break free before he was brought down.
So it'll be first and 10 at the 40-yard line for the Spartans. I think he would have got the first down either way, but I think they did give him a pretty generous spot, about a foot forward.
Well, they ruled it a first down. As soon as they ruled it a first down, they moved it to the line. That's really what they did.
So first and 10. Stilson in the shotgun. Trips to the right, one receiver to the left. That's Snow. Jensen to his left in the backfield. Takes a snap. Little shovel pass up ahead to Wilson, and Wilson nowhere to go in the middle. He does pick up about 3 yards to the 43. As there were 4 or 5 Wildcats right around him.
Jordan Anderson and also Britton Riddle were in there to bring him down. And they call that the old Utah pass. Lee Gross played for Utah, and he really developed that pass. That's where it came from. You probably knew that, though.
I didn't. Appreciate the history lesson from Rick Robinson. 10-13 to go in the first half, 7-0. Richfield the lead over Emery in this first round of the 3A playoffs. Trips to the right, one receiver to the left. Stilton in the shotgun, Jensen acting as a tailback. Got 8 in the box, does Richfield. And Stilton with the hand it off. Jensen with the other side, so Stilton carries it forward. Just got back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. As he went to hand it, Jensen was on the other side of him.
Yeah, Dylan Sorensen brought him down, and he went to hand to the right side, and the running back went to the left side, and he just tucked it underneath and cut up field.
By the way, throughout the game, we're going to be looking for an Albee Lumber Player of the Game and the Monroe City Power Play of the Game. And, of course, we've got some nominees for that already. The play of the game, the 27-yard touchdown strike from Emmett Hafen to Dakota Curtis, the fumble caused by Britton Riddle, and the recovery for the turnover. A couple of nominees there. Stilson in the shotgun formation. Trips to the right, one receiver to the left, with Jensen to the right of Stilson in the backfield. Going to send Wilson in motion right to left. 3rd and 7. He'll take the snap, look to pass, looking for Wilson on the wheel route, going down the sideline, and knocked away by Britton Riddle, but a flag will come in as the official on the far side must be looking at pass interference.
Yes, and the one thing you can do is you can put your hands up and face guard this year. That's a brand new rule, but you cannot make contact. And the official felt like there was contact before the ball got there.
And as you look at it on the replay, they're just, not a lot of contact, but there was some contact there. And Riddle did get the hand on the ball to knock it away. But let's wait for the official word from the White Hat, Brian Burke, and now they will move that forward. The ball sits at the, now they're going to bring it back. It was sitting at the 38-yard line in Richfield territory, and now they will bring it back and just march to the 15 from the line of scrimmage down to the 42-yard line is where they'll put it. So a big pickup there for the Spartans and for the first down with the pass interference call.
It's a 15-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage, and it's not an automatic first down. That changed last year. It used to always be an automatic first down. In college, it is, and so a lot of people get confused with that. It's not in high school.
So it'll be 1st and 10 from just shy of the 42-yard line. Wilson goes in motion left to right. Stilson gives the hand up to Jensen up the middle, tries to cut left, now goes back to the middle. Hit by 4 Wildcats. Ball gets stripped. Richfield has it. Wyatt Blackner just took it out of his hands as he was falling to the ground, and Wyatt Blackner with the takeaway for the Wildcats. Let's see for sure what the ruling is going to be here, as the officials are going to come and talk about it.
I'm pretty sure that they're going to give that a change of a possession, but maybe not.
His left knee did come down, but the ball might have been loose, and they are going to rule it Richfield football. Wyatt Blackner making the big play for the Wildcats defense.
And so that would be the second fumble of the game for Emery.
After the 5-yard pickup, the takeaway there by the Richfield defense. So 8:54 to go in the first half. Richfield will take over on their own 38-yard line. 2 fumbles by Emery, one of them with just a strip by Richfield before, and the other one was a true fumble. Hafen in the shotgun formation, 2 receivers to each side, Morrison to his left. They send LaCourte in motion. They're going to fake the handoff, keep it himself, does Hafen, tries to go outside, nowhere to go, brought down by Reeve once again. I believe that's Reeve No, Fairbanks for the Emery Spartans for a sack, or for a loss of yards back to the 35-yard line.
And Hafen wanted to hand off to LaCourty, and as LaCourty came over to the coach, he put his hands in the air. They just did not get the exchange done.
So to make it 2nd down and 12, they mark the forward progress to the 36. Hafen takes a snap this time, gives it to LaCourty, able to avoid the rush in the back, breaks a tackle on the near side, gets the 40-yard line before being knocked out of bounds by Bowden, and a flag's going to come in from the back judge that lands at the 40-yard line. It's going to pick up a 4 yards, maybe get 5 yards to the 41 if it stands.
And Rance Jensen really got in and messed that play up for the Wildcats. Rance doing a nice job for Emery.
And once again, the Whitecap, Brian Burke, will give us the call here. Looks like it's going to go back.
Holding on Richfield. So the question here is, do you move him back 10 yards from where the hold took place? And
or you go 3rd and 7.
Or you go 3rd and 7. And I think Emery's going to take this.
They pointed, I think, to Hafen, and Hafen was looking at himself like, me? I'm the quarterback.
Well, it'll be the 3rd penalty on Richfield. Emery with just 1 penalty in this game. And ironically, it was the first play of the game, the kickoff.
So the flag flew at the 40 after he'd already picked up 3 yards, and they're going to move it back 10 from there to the 30-yard line. Timeout called, a Richfield Days In timeout. Take a timeout yourself and visit Richfield City, the gateway to the National Park. Stay at Richfield Days In by calling 435-896-6476. We'll take the break on the Parts House scoreboard. 8:19 to go in the half. Richfield 7, Emery 0 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centralcom Channel 10.
Since 1947, Barney Trucking in Salina has built a reputation of unparalleled customer service and satisfaction in the trucking industry. Barney Trucking in Salina is now hiring local drivers. If you're looking for a solid career in the trucking industry that has a positive working environment, join the big blue trucks of Barney Trucking. The job includes benefits, training, retirement, and requires a Class A CDL license and an endorsement for doubles and triples. To apply, go to barneytrucking.com or call 529-4422. That's 529-4422.
Out of the timeout, it's 2nd down and 18 for the Wildcats. 2 receivers to each side. And the timeout, by the way, was taken by Emery, so they have 2 left in the half. Bait to the right of Hafen in the backfield, shotgun formation. Going to send a man in motion left to right. That's Norman. Give it to him. Norman trying to get the edge. Got some blocks. Now Easton Gordon there, able to break the tackle by Gordon, but hit as he got just across the line of scrimmage by Jared Snow. He's going to pick up maybe 2 yards to the 32-yard line. A lot of running for 2 yards.
Yeah, and Snow did a great job of staying out there at home. Had Snow not been out there, he had a lot of room to run, but Snow able to mess the play up in the backfield.
So that'll make it under 8 minutes to go in the first half here, and 3rd and 16 now for the Wildcats. We have seen them effectively go deep once in this game. That was a 27-yard touchdown pass. We'll see if they try to do it again here. 2 receivers to each side, 1 back in the backfield. Going to send Norman in motion again. Fake the handoff. Hafen rolls left this time, looking for one-on-one coverage, and looking deep down the field, throws to LaCourty, and off his hands, couldn't quite come up with it. Also there in the vicinity was Bodie Wells, who was coming back to the football, and instead it falls incomplete.
Yeah, and Hafen could have got it. It looked like there was lots of room out there, but it was a 3rd down and 15, 16 yards, and so Hafen just chose to pass, and LaCourty, if he catches it, it is a 1st down.
Was a flag on Richfield, but Emery, as you would expect, does decline it, so that'll make it 4th down and 16, and the punt team comes on for the Wildcats. That's the quarterback, Emmett Hafen, that'll kick it away. Back to receive for the Emery Spartans will be Colton Wilson and Jared Snow. They're going to stand at their own 30-yard line. 7:30 to go in the first half. 7-0 Richfield on the Parts House scoreboard. Hafen will take the snap and gets it away. Big kick from Hafen, and Snow backs up to the 24-yard line is where he caught it. Gets hit, breaks a tackle to the 30. Then as he slips up, the ball does come loose, but I think they're going to say he was down. Richfield says they have the football. What's the ruling? 2 officials coming together there.
Emery's already lost, too. No, that's Emery's football.
And they are going to say Emery football. As Snow lost the football as he went to the ground. Might have been why he went to the ground so early, because he didn't get hit when he initially went. But they're going to mark the ball. 1st and 10 for the Spartans at the 33-yard line with 7:14 to go in the first half. Still 7-0 Richfield. So the Emery offense, who has moved the ball very well in this game, but 2 fumbles, 1 fumble and 1 strip by the Richfield defense, has made it so they have yet to score. 7:14 to go in this first half. 33-yard line, 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line for Emery. Stilson in the shotgun, trips to the left, one receiver wide right, that's Snow. Going to take the snap, fake the handoff. Stilson, the quarterback keeper, goes up the middle, nowhere to go. Might have got back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to give him a yard, it looks like. Maybe, no, just back to the line of scrimmage as the line judge moves back. So no gain for Stilson. Second down and 10 now from the 33-yard line for the Spartans.
And one of the few plays in this game that Emery has not picked up positive yards, Robert. Emery has been very solid in their ability to move the football.
Going to go trips left, one receiver right. Stilson in the shotgun. Sends a man in motion left to right. That's Wilson. Takes a snap. Drops the pass, looks left, throws left, going for Gordon, and Gordon goes up and makes the catch for the Spartans. What a play by Easton Gordon. Now the back judge comes in and says the ball hit the turf, rules it incomplete. And so they overturn what looked like a catch, and the back judge says incomplete pass.
And Jake Bolton with great defense. He was all over that play. But Gordon did a nice job of using his body and bringing it down. Of course, he didn't get the catch, but I thought Bolton actually had pretty good defense on that.
Yeah, in position, and Gordon a little taller and read the ball perfectly, went up and looked like he had it. Ball came loose on his way to the ground. So 3rd and 10 from the 33-yard line now for the Spartans. 6:20 to go in the first half, 7-0. Richfield the lead on the Parts House scoreboard. Going to have Stilson in the shotgun, trips right, one receiver left. Takes a snap, looking past left side, gets hit as he throws, and knocked away, bounced up in the air, and the ball will be incomplete. He was targeting Bowman, and he was in double coverage there. Britton Riddle, and is that Emmett Hafen? Nope,
no, that's Jake
Polson that were on him.
Yeah, and it was double coverage, and that receiver, I thought he might catch it while he was laying on his back. It was just really good defense there by the Wildcats.
So 4th and 10 from their own 33. The punt team comes on for the Spartans, and back to receive will be Jake Polson. He's going to drop back to the 35-yard line for Richfield. So Emery set to kick it away with 6:18 to go here in the first half. Good snap. And kick is away. Big kick way over the head of Polson. He's going to go back and catch it at the 24-yard line. Gets a block from his brother. Gets across the 25. Breaks a tackle to the 30, 35-yard line, 40, and 45-yard line to the near side. Just as he crosses midfield, knocked it out of bounds at the 50-yard line. And a good return, about a 25-yard return for Jake Polson to the 48 or 49-yard line in Emery territory.
Yeah, and when both teams held the ball for the whole first quarter, we've seen the last couple series for both these teams struggling now to move the football.
First punt of the game for the Spartans on their third
Is there
possession.
a flag? It looks like there's a flag, a block in the back. Yeah. And Richfield has their 5th penalty of the game. Emery with only 1 penalty.
So that will march them back, and they will spot the ball at the... Let's see where they're going to spot it.
So
the official is getting his directions right. He's going to march it back from the 33, so that will take them all the way back to the 23-yard line with that penalty. So it'll be 1st and 10 from their own 23 for Richfield with 6:02 to go.
And even though it appears that's only a 10-yard penalty, it's much more than that. That's close to a 30-yard penalty.
So 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line for the Wildcats. 6 minutes to go in the first half. They lead at 7-0. 2 receivers to each side. Morris into the right of Hafen in the backfield. Shotgun formation. They're going to send Norman in motion left to right. Fake the handoff. Hafen keeps it himself. Hitting the backfield. Nowhere to go as they wrap him up. And he's going to lose 3 yards. Back to the 20-yard line is where they have it. So that'll make it 2nd and 13. This Emery defense has done a great job of not allowing Emmett Hafen to really break loose.
Yeah, Braxton Young did a nice job of taking an angle, going in, and as soon as he got a hold of Hafen, he didn't let go.
Going to go 2 receivers again to each side. Morris into the right of Hafen in the backfield. Shotgun formation for the Wildcat offense. Hafen takes a snap, drops the pass, fakes left, now throws across the middle, and Bodie Wells looked like he was hit before the ball got there. Richfield looking for the flag, no flag thrown. They say it just falls incomplete.
It's funny you'd say that because I, too, thought he was hit just early.
Oh, and he was. You look at the replay, and it was clear.
Yeah, and the officials were right there, but they must have felt it was not. took him out of his pass pattern.
So 5:24 to go in the half now. 3rd and 13 for the Wildcats on their own 20-yard line. Trips to the right, one receiver to the left. One back in the backfield to the left of Hafen in the shotgun formation. Hafen drops the pass. Looking right, faking right. Now looking to step up. Heavy pressure coming, able to avoid it. Coming back to the left side, looking down the field, looking for LaCourty. Now he's just going to look to run, gets the 20. He crossed the line of scrimmage, I believe, overthrows the receiver, and a flag will come in. He stepped across the line of scrimmage right as he threw it, and that's where the flag will come in.
Yeah, he stepped across, and then he tried to back up, and once you cross it, you cannot back up and throw it. And that will be an illegal forward pass. And that is also a loss of down.
So it'll make it 4th down and march them back from the 20-yard line.
Well,
they march them from the 21, it looks like. So it'll make it 4th down and about 21 yards. About 18 yards, excuse me. 4th and 18.
It's
So
a
the punt team
spot
comes
foul.
on.
From where he throws the pass, it's 5-yard penalty, but the bad part is it is a loss of down.
So 4th down, and Hafen on to kick it away, stands at his own 5. Decent kick, spiraling kick. Coming up for it was Wilson. Then he let it bounce and roll. Does take a Richfield bounce inside the 40-yard line down to about the 39-yard line in Emery territory. So Emery takes back over with 4:58 to go in the first half, and they'll spot it at their own 39-yard line. So after having a fumble drive, a touchdown drive, a fumble drive, we now have had back-to-back punts between the two teams.
Yeah, and Emery has really the time. They've held the ball longer than Richfield, but Richfield has what both teams desire, and that's the lead.
That's the key. So the ball sits at the Emery 39-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Spartans. This is their best field position, starting field position they've had in this game. Of course, they haven't started any worse than the 29, so really haven't been pinned deep once. Doubles or twins to each side for the Spartans, with Jensen to the left of Stilson in the backfield. 7-0 Richfield in this 3A first-round playoff game. Stilson in the shotgun formation. Gordon goes in motion right to left. They give it to Jensen up the middle. Jensen goes left side, gets hit as he gets to the 40-yard line, and not going to go any further. So a 1-yard pickup for Jensen, make it 2nd down and 9.
Yeah, and there were 4 different tacklers in on there. Big number Dylan Sorensen was there. Also, from the back, it was Jordan Anderson, and there were a host of tacklers. Richfield with a nice defensive stop there.
So make it 2nd and 9 from the 40-yard line for the Spartans. Clock ticking down in this first half, under 4.5 to play, with Richfield leading 7-0 on the Parts House scoreboard. Coming up at the half, we will, of course, have your Jones and DeMille Engineering halftime show. Richfield showing blitz. Lammers and Anderson both up there. Excuse me, Blackner and Anderson both up there. Man goes in motion. Stilson drops the pass, throws the middle. That's going to be caught by Bowman inside the 50-yard line. He'll be brought down, but after a Riverstone Contractors first down pickup inside Richfield territory down to the 47-yard line for a 13-yard gain.
And Jake Polson's who's brought him down. It's a 7th first down of the game for Emery. They had 5 of those 7 first downs, though, all in one drive, and that was the opening drive.
So that'll make it 4 minutes to go. They did have one other first down via the pass interference penalty. That'll make it trips to the left, one receiver to the right. Stilson in the backfield with Jensen to his right in the backfield. Takes a snap, looks to pass, quick pass out to Gordon. Gordon makes the catch, has a blocker in front, tries to cut back, and a flag comes in as he's brought down at the 45-yard line. And likely going to be a hold there on the receiver on the outside for the Spartans.
And that would be only the 2nd penalty of the game on Emery. Richfield was 6 penalties, and Emery's penalty came on the opening kickoff, and they did call holding.
So they'll march them back from the 45-yard line, and that'll take them back into their own territory, their own 45-yard line. So it ends up negating the 2-yard gain and dropping them 8 yards deep to make it 1st and 18.
Richfield with 50 yards in penalty. Emery now with 20 yards in penalty. And it is a spot foul, so it's wherever the hold took place.
Which was right where he went down at that after that 2-yard gain. So 2 receivers wide left, 2 receivers to the right. Jensen to the right of Stilson in the backfield. Again, shotgun formation. Richfield was 7 in the box. Gordon goes in motion, right to left. Trips to the left now. Stilson drops the pass, looking that left side. Heavy rush coming, gets hit as he throws, looking for Jensen on the screen. Has it at the 40-yard line to the 45, 50, 45 in Richfield territory. Spun around down to about the 43-yard line, and it's going to be a good gain of about 18 or 13 yards. They are going to be shy of the first down marker, but second and much more manageable.
And Blackner bringing him down. And Richfield really fortunate that Emery didn't get more yardage than that. That screen was set up perfectly. It looked like Richfield might have a chance to sack Emery because they were slow getting rid of the ball.
Yeah, great pursuit by Dylan Sorensen there for the Wildcats. Just couldn't quite catch up to him. So that'll make it second down and about 6 for Emery from the Richfield 43-yard line after the 12-yard gain. Going to send Wilson in motion left to right. Stilson takes a snap, fakes a handoff, quick slant route, knocked down by Wyatt Norman. Norman thought he had a chance to pull that one away as he just got a hand on it and knocked it away for the incomplete pass.
Yeah, wanted a kind of a going backwards interception on it. And what a great fake there, though. Faked like maybe he'd handed off.
So 3rd and 6 now from the 43-yard line for the Spartans.
Richfield with all sorts of formations. Sometimes they show 8 people on the line of scrimmage. I've seen them with 7. That time they had 5 people right on the line of scrimmage, not really showing Emery what they're doing.
Bring up a good point there as we talked about how many are in the box, but it changes where those players in the box are. Trips to the left, one receiver to the right. Stilson on the shotgun, Jensen to his right. Drops the pass, quick slant route again to Gordon. That's going to be caught, hit by Polson as he catches it, but he's going to have the first down and more all the way down to the 25-yard line. That's going to be a big pickup for the Spartans of about 17 yards as they mark it at the 26.
And Jed Polson had him by the jersey and just pulled him down. And it appeared that Stilson had lots of room there. Polson bringing him down after he picked up good yardage.
Riverstone Contractors, first down. Riverstone Contractors, your plumbing and heating source in Sevier County. Call 435-896-6264. That's Riverstone Contractors. So 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line nearing the Apex Foot and Ankle Institute end zone for the Spartans. Under 2 to play in the half. They trail Richfield 7-0. And again, Gordon goes to the quarterback. Stilson going to come in as the wide receiver, wide left. And they're going to move Bowden to the right side. Wildcat formation here. Bowden goes in motion right, left. Gordon takes it, fumbles the ball. Ball's on the ground, and it looked like Richfield says they have it. There were 2 players there from each team that landed where the ball fell.
I thought it'd go right into Emery.
Yeah, and that's what is going to be the case. So Emery does maintain possession as Gordon just had the ball pop loose as he was trying to secure it, and Emery, big number 68, Ashton Rowley able to recover it.
Yeah, and we had a great angle. You could see that ball slip right underneath there. He just fell on it.
It is a loss of 1, though, back to the 27.
And Gordon just lost the handle on it. He wasn't hit. The ball just drops out of his hands. And Richfield, you see, if they had 5 players signaling they had the football.
So that'll make it 2nd and 11 from the 27 for the Spartans. Trips to the left, one receiver to the right. Stilson in the shotgun, takes a snap. Fakes the handoff, throws right, and stepping in front of it and knocking it away is Ian Bates trying to step in and pick it off as he knocks it away from Jared Snow.
Ian with terrific defense that time, stepped right in front, had a chance for the interception, and that's going to bring up a big play for the Spartans, 3rd and 10 yards, a little more than 10.
Yeah, about 3rd and 11 here for Emery with under a minute to go in the half. We'll see if they just try to wind some clock here and maybe at least have the half go into the half like this, or we'll see what they do with their play.
Well, I would guess if they don't make it, I would guess they'll go for it on 4th down here.
Yeah, it depends on where they have it. I mean, if you're going 4th and 11, you would still think so with where the clock is. Trips to the left, one receiver to the right. Stilson the shotgun, Jensen to his left. 4th and 11 from the 27-yard line. Stilson to pass, pump fake, now looks left, throws towards the goal line to Gordon. Gordon, the over the shoulder, nearly caught as he drops it at the 5-yard line. Looked like he was going to haul it in. Jed Polson again there on the coverage.
Well, you were ready to say he'd caught it. I thought he had caught it, but he just didn't have it. When he went down on the ground, the ball was bouncing. That's the first we could tell he didn't have it.
Looks like it's going to be one of those beautiful over-the-shoulder grabs. The kicker comes out to Brock Winters for the Spartans. This would be about a 44-yard field goal attempt, 43-yard field goal attempt here by Winters on 4th and 11. 43 seconds to go in the first half. Richfield leads 7-0. And they got Richfield to jump.
Yeah, Richfield jumped, and that still will not give a first down, but it does move the field goal 5 yards closer.
Now they're going to bring the field goal unit off. They got him to jump, and now they're going to bring the offense back onto the field, it looks like. Oh, nope, now they're changing it. Coach Faimalo says, nope, leave the kicker out there. Winters comes back out onto the field, and so he'll place a field goal kicking tee at about the 29, so it'll be about a 39-yard field goal now here for Brock Winters. Left-footed kicker just like Richfield has. There's a snap, fake the kick, picking it up and throwing is Stilson, and that's going to be caught by Snow inside the 15, tries to get to the 10, gets knocked down. They're going to have the first down on the fake field goal attempt. Snow, though, is hurt for the Spartans, trying to get help to the field, help to his feet. He does come up, but he's going to go back down and limping. He's hurt his left leg, has Jared Snow. But a big fake field goal attempt for a first down for the Spartans.
And it was executed nicely. Richfield looked like they had pretty good position. There were 4 defenders around the receiver, but none of them really got in the way of the pass.
So it marches them down to about the 13-yard line for the Jared Snow with the reception. Again, though, he is hurt. He is walking off the field under his own power, but limping with that left foot or left leg. Not sure if it's a lower leg injury or a knee, but it appears like he's probably going to be okay. But he does have a definite limp right now. 34 seconds left in the half. Big pickup there for the Spartans for the first down as they try to tie this game up going into the locker room.
And 3 first downs on this drive for the Spartans as they started from their own 39-yard line, and they've moved the ball up.
So 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line in Richfield territory. Richfield going to call timeout now. So Coach Thorson wants to talk it over with his defense. A Richfield days in timeout, catering to high school teams and offering special rates. Call 435-896-6476. We'll take the break with Richfield leading 7-0 with 23 seconds left in the half on the Parts House scoreboard on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centracom Channel 10.
High-speed Wi-Fi. Not quite as important as running water in your home, but close. Centracom powers your Wi-Fi network with consistent speeds to keep all your gadgets going strong. Streaming video players, laptops, tablets, even smartphones, so you're never stuck with those big cell data charges. And talk about value. Just pick your speed and keep the Wi-Fi flowing in your home at a great low price. Upgrade your internet today. Call or visit Centracom.com to learn more.
Affordable.
Fun.
Cutting edge.
Progressive.
Creative.
Fulfilling.
Energetic.
Innovative.
Passionate.
Inviting.
With compound rankings by CNN Money, bestschools.org, Washington Monthly, and the Aspen Institute, Snow College is the #1 college in the nation.
Celebrating 125 years of excellence.
And welcome back here to Richfield High School. Coach Thorson, I'm not sure what explanation he's looking for there. Coach Faimalo for Emery was out on the field talking to the officials during that timeout. I'm not sure if he was lining up something, some special offense or what, but Coach Thorson got the explanation and is satisfied with it. Trips to the left, 1 receiver to the right. That's the kicker, Winters, the wearing number 90 to the right. Stilson in the shotgun. They send Wilson in motion left to right. Stilson takes a snap, looking to pass, throws across the middle, caught by Gordon inside the 5, wrapped up by Polson, and the Wildcats are saying it was incomplete, but the officials are moving the sticks for a first down to the 2-yard line. So it's going to be an 11-yard pickup for Riverstone Contractors, first down, and a timeout called by Richfield with 23 seconds to go in the half. And again, the Richfield leads at 7-0 here on the Parts House scoreboard. And so Rick, right here with these Richfield defense timeouts here, what's Coach Thorson thinking here?
Well, I think he's trying to tell the defense different things they need to look out for, remind them. But it, there's argument. Does that help Richfield? Does that help Emery? With timeouts? Because
well, now they've said, according to the scoreboard, they both say that all these timeouts have been Emery calling them, which makes more sense. But when the officials pointed, they pointed to, I thought the first one they pointed Richfield's way, but they do say this is Emery timeout. So both of these have been Emery Spartans timeouts, not Richfield ones. So let me correct that there. These are Emery timeouts. So this is Emery's last timeout of the half, and Richfield will have 3, still has 3 with 23 seconds left. But still able to use that time to get his defense in order.
Well, the ball is going to be right at the 2-yard line. And so Emery in great position here to tie or possibly take the lead. Would they go for 2?
We'll see. Coming into the game is Braun Gordon, another running back here for the Spartans, as they go to the more power formation. Stilson takes a snap, gives it to Gordon. Gordon diving in. That's Easton Gordon. He's going to be short as he's stuffed to the 1-yard line to make it 2nd and goal from about a foot out. 13 seconds left. They have no timeouts left. 10 seconds. Stilson on the ball. And it takes a snap, and he's going to spike it. And that'll make it 3rd down and goal from the 1-foot line with 6 seconds to go in the first half for the Spartans.
And needless to say, this is one of the big plays of this game. If Emery gets in, a chance to tie, possibly take the lead. If they don't, Richfield, this is a big hold for Richfield.
Yeah, 6 seconds left in this first half. 7-0 Richfield with the lead.
And interesting, it's not a timeout. The quarterback goes over the sideline, gets his call.
And he's done that all game. That's one of the teams that still uses that quarterback to go get the play call. Rance Jensen in the 3-point stance, the tailback. He gives it to Jensen. Jensen dives over the pile. Does he get in? Yes, he does.
There's a flag from the umpire.
So let's see what the call is as the umpire throws the yellow hanky. 2 seconds left on the clock. Richfield clapping, showing that it's likely going to be against Emery here with 2 seconds left on the clock. And they will wind it once it is set. So likely not getting another playoff. It is holding on Emery to negate the 1-yard touchdown run. That'll march them back from the goal line to the 10-yard line. And I'm assuming they'll wind the clock here, Rick, and as a result, likely not going to get that
Well, in the final 2 minutes, the team that was offended has the choice. So Richfield has the choice to wind that clock.
And
I guess they're not going to do that.
They're going to allow them to. Now they still haven't wound it. So 2 seconds left. They're going to let them run one more play. Double twins to each side. Stilson drops the pass. Rush is coming, gets hit by the blitzer, and Wyatt Norman and Jordan Anderson with the sack back of the 25-yard line to end the half. A big play by the Richfield defense to hold Emery scoreless in half number 1. At the end of the first half on the Parts House scoreboard, it is Richfield 7, Emery 0. We'll take a 3-minute break and come back with the Jones and DeMille Engineering halftime show next on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
Affordable.
Fun.
Cutting edge. Progressive.
Creative.
Fulfilling.
Energetic.
Innovative.
Passionate.
Inviting.
With compound rankings by CNN Money, bestschools.org, Washington Monthly, and the Aspen Institute, Snow College is the #1 college in the nation.
Celebrating 125 years of excellence. Visit snow.edu.
We offer quick service on your loan request. We make our loan decisions right here at the bank. You don't have to wait for an answer from some out-of-town loan committee. It's one of the advantages of banking with hometown people. You're independent, so are we. Utah Independent Bank, member FDIC. Hometown people, hometown spirit.
Hometown people, hometown spirit.
You remember your family, right? Those cute little zombies that are always stuck to their screens? Well, with router limits, you can manage screen time, filter web content, and track the browsing history of all your kids. All you have to do is plug this little guy into your router. Seriously, that's it. Router limit starts with screen time. You can set a schedule for each family member, what they can do online, and when they can do it. You can filter content by category or even by specific website. Sure, you've got great kids, but sooner or later, they're going to come in contact with something that's not so great. Router Limits lets you see what they see so that you can have those important conversations before the internet has them for you. Router Limits helps my family disconnect from devices and reconnect with each other.
Visit Centricom.com to learn more.
DP Curtis Trucking is a family-oriented business that works hard to get their drivers home on the weekend. DP Curtis is hiring reliable drivers with starting wage at 40 cents per mile, going to 42 cents after 90 days. Additional pay for tarps, drops, picks, and additional trailers. Employment options include insurance, 401k, paid vacation, and bonuses, and more. If you'd like to join the DP Curtis family, call for details, 435-893-2886. That's 893-2886, or click dpcurtis.com.
My name is Dr. Joel Holman. I'm an orthopedic surgeon here at Central Valley Medical Center, specializing in general orthopedics, which includes sports injuries, total joint replacements, shoulder, hip, and knee. And I'm the only hand surgeon from Provo to St. George. One of the things that I like is that I'm able to take care of people that I've known for most of my life in this area, which I have a fondness for. We treat all orthopedic extremity conditions here at Central Valley Medical Center. We've got a great team, clinic staff, hospital staff, operating crew, and physical therapy services.
And welcome back here to Richfield High School. This is the Jones in the Mill Engineering Halftime Show. Jones in the Mill Engineering sponsors local programs supporting academic and athletic achievements. Building lasting relationships and working passionately is a winning combination. That's Jones and the Mill Engineering. At the half, it is Richfield 7 and Emery 0 here on the Parts House scoreboard on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centracom Channel 10. Let's take a look at this first half and go through the first half drive charts for these two teams. Emery started with the ball first with 11:54 to go in the first half on their own 30-yard line. Put together a 14-play drive, had 5 first downs on the drive, got all the way down to the Richfield 9-yard line before a fumble by the quarterback, Kyson Stilson, recovered by the Wildcats. So Richfield took over at that time with 4:18 to go. So a drive that took 7 minutes and 42 seconds off the clock for the Emery Spartans. Richfield started their first drive on their own 14 with 4:18 to go in the first half, or the first quarter, excuse me. They put together a 13-play drive, capped off by a 27-yard touchdown pass from Emmett Hafen to Dakota Curtis, and Richfield struck first, and that is the only scoring we have had so far in this game. Emery got the ball back. That ended the quarter, by the way. They took the entire 4 minutes and 18 seconds to end the quarter there. Emery got the ball back to start the second quarter, starting on their own 29-yard line. Put together a 5-play drive, got 2 first downs on that drive, one of them coming via the pass interference call on Richfield. And before they, again, fumbled it. It wasn't a fumble, though. It was just a straight strip by Wyatt Blackner for Richfield. Took it right out of Rance Jensen's hands for the second turnover of the game by Emery. Richfield got the ball with 8:54 to go in the first half on their own 38-yard line. They had just a quick 3-play drive that included a penalty in there and did punt it away. Then Emery got it back with 4:58 to go, in the first half. Or 7:14, there we go. I got skipped ahead of myself there, Rick. But 7:14 to go in the first half on their own 33, and they went 3 and out and punted it away. Then Richfield got their final possession of the half with 6:02 to go in the second quarter, starting on their own 23, and again, they go 3 and out. So Richfield has 3 drives in the first half. One of them, they go 86 yards and 16 plays for a touchdown. The next 2, they go 3 and out. On Emery's final drive, with 4:58 to go in the half, they started on their own 39-yard line, and they put together a solid 13-play drive, got all the way to the goal line, touchdown called, but a penalty on the touchdown run, and it was a holding call, marched them back to the 10-yard line, and then the half ended with a sack by the Richfield defense of Kyson Stilson back to the 25-yard line to end the half. So Emery has 4 drives. They go 3 and out once, had 2 big drives, get all the way inside the 10-yard line twice, and don't come away with any points in this first half.
Yeah, and it's, it's just unfortunate. They have 10 first downs to Richfield's 5. They've had time of possession 16:09 to Richfield's 7:01. And, they have only 3 penalties for 30 yards to Richfield's 7 penalties for 55 yards. You'd look at all the stats and you'd say we would be ahead in this game if you were Emery. But Richfield's done the one thing that they needed to do. They got the lead, and they're ahead 7-0, and that's really all that matters.
Yeah, it is. 138 total yards for Emery, 92 total yards for Richfield in this first half. And, yeah, as you said, you look at the stats, it looks like it should favor Emery in this one. But Richfield, that first drive where they went 86 yards, punched it in from 27 out on a touchdown pass to Dakota Curtis. That's the difference.
In all fairness to Richfield, both teams had an opening drive, and other than that, neither team moved the ball a lot till Emery got the ball the last time. and drove it. Now Richfield will get the possession to start the second half. So Emery's actually had the ball one more time than Richfield. And on that last drive, Emery picked up yardage and picked up first downs. And so that's, so they have had the ball one more time than Richfield.
Yeah, you bring up a good point. Let's take a quick break here inside the Jones and DeMille Engineering halftime show. Again, Richfield leads at 7-0 over the Emery Spartans in the first round of the 3A playoffs. That scoring drive, that drive chart and scoring summary, by the way, brought to you by Gunnison Market for competitive prices, expert advice, and friendly hometown service from Sean Sorensen at Gunnison Market Pharmacy. Call 528-7555. So at the half, Richfield 7 and Emery 0 on the Parts House scoreboard. We'll take the break and come back with more of the Jones and DeMille Engineering halftime show next on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
Mountain Land Supply of Richfield is the Central Utah leader in plumbing, waterworks, turf, and ag irrigation. Mountain Land Supply features an entire line of Rainbird sprinklers and systems for your yard or commercial property and backs it up with an extremely knowledgeable staff that cares about the local community because they live here. Visit them at 2104 South Red Hills Drive in Richfield or call for a showroom appointment 435-896-9606. Mountain Land Supply is proud to sponsor high school sports and wishes the teams, coaches, and players success.
Robinson Transport is a major part of the Central Utah economy by hauling supplies to maintain the energy needs of Utah and surrounding states. The management extends a sincere appreciation to all of their drivers for their hard work and dedication. Robinson Transport fully supports the education of our area youth and their participation in athletic competition. Should you need any construction equipment, topsoil, gravel, or concrete work, remember Robinson Transport of Salina, a proud sponsor of this sports broadcast.
Mountain Utah Family Medicine in Richfield is committed to providing compassionate, patient-centered, high-quality care to patients of all ages. Our staff of highly skilled and experienced care providers offer a wide variety of advanced medical care and treatment services for you and your family. We offer convenient appointment times, including after-hour services. Place your health and wellness in the hands of experienced medical professionals by scheduling an appointment with our physicians today. 435-896-9561.
Looking for an affordable car, truck, or SUV? The two guys at CarWise have you covered with vehicles starting as low as $4,000. Go to carwiseutah.com to check out our inventory or come see us in person at 1220 South State Street in Salina. And don't worry if your credit's not the best, we've got you covered there too. Give us a call at 435-287-2277. Shop Wise. Shop CarWise. Go to carwiseutah.com to check out our inventory.
Are you paying too much for bulk gas, diesel, oil, and lube? Are you constantly running out of fuel for your business, farm, or hobby? Well, you should be calling Sevier Valley Oil Company. Sevier Valley Oil is your full-service bulk fuel, oil, and lube supplier. Now operating out of St. George and Richfield, Sevier Valley Oil is now covering all of southern Utah with quality petroleum products. From super tankers to farm delivery wagons, they have you covered. Make the right call today, 435-896-4406. And welcome back here to the Jones and DeMille Engineering halftime show. From first downs to touchdowns, the Jones and DeMille Engineering team is here to help you tackle the toughest infrastructure issues. That's Jones and DeMille Engineering. At the half, it is Richfield 7, Emery 0 on the Parts House scoreboard. And let's look at your leading rushers in this first half, brought to you by Don's Sinclair. For Richfield, Emmett Hafen, 6 carries for 19 yards. Tayson LaCourty, 3 carries for 18 yards. Your Richfield team leading rushers. And for the Emery Spartans, Rance Jensen has 8 carries for 25 yards so far in this game, and he does have a fumble that was stripped by Wyatt Blackner. And so there's your rushing leaders in the game. Again, Don Sinclair, appreciate their sponsorship. Family owned and operated for over 36 years and providing a full-service automotive shop. Call Don's for maintenance or repair at 529-3531. And next time you need tires, think of Don Sinclair right there on Main Street in Salina. All right, and again, your first half stat check in this half. Stat check brought to you by Okerlund Sorensen Levitt Insurance for your home, auto, and your grown-up toys insurance. Call Okerlund Sorensen Levitt Insurance, proudly offering Allstate Insurance at 896-4471. Give Corey Sorensen a call over there. Kyson Stilton, 11 for 18 passing for 110 yards. Again, as a team, they so far in this game have 138 yards of offense. And for Richfield, Emmett Hafen, he is just 2 for 5 passing so far in this first half, including, though, that 27-yard touchdown pass to Dakota Curtis. And then the other catch, the other reception ended up being a loss of a yard on the wheel route. And so he has 26 passing yards in this first half. So there's your first half stats, again brought to you by Okerlund Sorensen Levitt Insurance. 3A playoffs is where we're at, Rick. And in the first round today, this is the only game that is already at this point. Other games are just kicking off. The other 3A game just kicking off with Manti at Judge Memorial. 2 games, though, happened yesterday. The 3-6 matchups on both sides of the bracket was yesterday. Union got the 42-20 win over North Sanpete. Union advances to play Juab next week. And then Juan Diego beat Carbon 66-6. Juan Diego advances to play at Grantsville next week.
Don't you think Grantsville's excited about that?
Yeah, I'm sure. And, you know, that was one of those situations where you had the 3-way tie in the South. Any of those 3 teams coming out of the South, Juan Diego, Juab, or Summit Academy, the 2 seed wasn't going to want to play either of them.
Well, and all 3 of the teams that tied for the region championship are terrific teams.
They are.
And I would favor one of those 3 to win it. I kind of like Juab's talent, but something about Juab and Juan Diego they've not been able to get over Juan Diego, but I do think they're better than Juan Diego.
I thought they were more talented than Juan Diego last year as well.
I do too. I agree with you.
And Juan Diego got him in the semifinals. And you look at the coin toss this year, Juab won the coin toss. They elected to be the number 2 seed. And with that made it so Summit Academy, 1 out of them and Juan Diego. Summit Academy, the 1, Juan Diego, the 3. But the smart move by Juab is it put those 2 teams on the same side of the bracket, so they, in theory, could or would meet in the semifinals.
And that's not to take anything away from Morgan, because you'll have to play well to beat a Morgan team. But that being said, Summit and Juan Diego played to a 51-49 game that Summit won. And, you know,
Juan Diego went for 2, didn't get it at the end, and then missed a 47-yard field goal at the end.
Yeah, you know, they're just talented teams. Those 3 teams appear to be the 3 top teams. And Richfield really thought that Juab, they really were impressed with Juab's defense.
Right. And they gave Summit Academy a great game, 28-15. It was 14-9 going into the 4th quarter against Summit Academy.
And I saw the game where Richfield took on Juan Diego, and Richfield actually had several drives. Richfield led that game 7-0.
3-0.
Well, 3, that's right. They got down and they had to kick field goal, so you're right. I saw it, you didn't,
well, they
and you knew.
Well, I just knew they went 2 games in a row without scoring because of Juan Diego Juab. Without scoring a touchdown, I should say.
You're spot on there. But Richfield's offense, they had more first downs, they had more yardage against Juan Diego, and yet the important part's the score. And that's kind of like here so far, you know, all the stats favor Emery. But Richfield has a 7-0 lead, and that's what you'd like. I'd rather be ahead 7-0.
I would too. I think anybody would take that one. Real quick, we're covering Richfield Emery today. I want to talk about these 2 schools in another sport, the cross-country state championships at Sugar House Park yesterday. And these 2 schools tied for first place. They had 30 points after their first 5 runners finished for both teams. And then the tiebreaker is that next finisher, which is the 6th place runner for these 2 teams. And they finished 30-31 with Emery's runner finishing. You told me I didn't know the difference in time, but 5 seconds ahead of Richfield.
It was a 5-second
for
differential.
the team state championship.
Yeah, and who would have guessed that? Because while they're running it, they don't know until you get done and put all the points together.
And that's where if you're Richfield, you should say, let's combine the last 2 because Emery's last one took 69th and Richfield's took 47th.
Yeah, you know, what a heartbreaker. You lose the state championship cross country.
By 1 point.
By 1 point.
And it's the tiebreaker point.
And I did see volleyball last night. Richfield hosted Emery in volleyball. Emery's got a very talented volleyball team. Richfield did win in volleyball last night, 3-1.
And they were also in a coin toss, was the Richfield volleyball team.
Yes, with North Sanpete, and North Sanpete won the coin toss in the volleyball, and North Sanpete chose to take the 2nd seed, and Richfield will get the number 1 seed in the volleyball state tournament next week.
And again, that's jockeying for position, who you want on the opposite side of the bracket.
Well, none of them necessarily wanted to be in against Morgan. Yeah, and, you know, that's just the way it is.
Now, here's your trivia question. Before being at Morgan, Coach Lisenby there for the Morgan Trojans volleyball team, where was she before?
I know where she was. She was at Delta. The old rabbit himself knew that. She was probably there when you were.
Before me, actually. But very great coach there up at Morgan High School. We're ready for the second half here with Richfield leading Emery 7-0. Emery once again will be kicking it away. And back to receive now for the Richfield Wildcats will be Wyatt Norman. And It's going to go to the far side of the field to Jordan Anderson. He catches at the 10-yard line, brings it out across the 20, looking for the straight-up hole up the middle. Has a hole to run through, broke a tackle to the 40-yard line, and he'll be brought down by the kicker at the 45-yard line. The kicker is Cook for the Emery Spartans. So Cook with the tackle, but a good 35-yard kick return by Jordan Anderson to set up the Richfield offense. 1st and 10 from their own 45.
Oh, and he'll get harassed by that. No one lets the kicker tackle you, they always say. But Cook actually made a great tackle there.
Second half kickoff brought to you by Mason Diesel Services, servicing engines and transmissions on heavy-duty trucks, big rigs, and while offering heavy-duty wreckers. Call 529-7477. That's Mason Diesel Services. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Hafen fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, and gets hit as he crosses the line of scrimmage, keeps the legs churning, and he'll be brought down to the 49-yard line for a pickup of 4 yards on the carry.
Yes, Jesse Barnett had a hold of him, and then a bunch of tacklers came in, and Hafen doing a nice job of turning his feet. Picks up good, a nice start for first down play.
Well, you said it in the first half, 4 yards. You can pick up 4 yards 3 times, you got a first down. Twins to each side, Hafen in the shotgun. Morrison to his right. Going to give the ball to Morrison. Morrison cuts inside, nowhere to go. And he's brought down. He does fall forward, so they're going to give him about a half of a yard, just shy of the 50-yard line, and make it 3rd down and about 5.
And again, Barnett in on that tackle, bringing him down. Barnett from his linebacker position.
Once we get score updates from the other games going on, the other 3A games specifically, Manti Judge will pass it along to you. Hafen again in the shotgun, 2 receivers to each side. He'll drop back to pass. 3rd and 5 from the 50. Throws, has a man. Jordan Anderson caught for a first down, and Anderson slipped as he tried to cut. He had room to run, but slipped at the 41-yard line. It's going to be a pickup of about 9 yards in Riverstone Contractors' first down.
And other than the initial possession of the series of the game, that's Richfield's first down. Of course, they've only had the ball 4 times.
So that'll make it 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line. Hafen rolling out to the right, going to keep it himself across the 40. Got by 1 would-be tackler. There's 3 more there, though, as he gets to the 38-yard line for a pickup of 3 yards to make it 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and there was Fairbanks, who finally finished him off.
I think the initial tackler that he was able to shake was Tegan Bennett.
And Wilson was also in on the tackle.
So 2nd and 7 from the 38-yard line for the Wildcats. Morrison to the right of Hafen in the backfield. Twins to each side. Shotgun formation. 7-0 Richfield. 10-14 to go in the 3rd quarter. Hafen looks left. Now comes back to the right. Looking to the right side. Has LaCourty open to the 20-yard line and forced out of bounds by Gordon. But it's going to be a big pickup of 18 yards and another Riverstone Contractors first down.
And Hafen just had too much time that time if you're a Spartan. Hafen doing a nice job not rushing it. Looked very comfortable back there.
So that'll make it 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Nearing that Apex Foot and Ankle Institute end zone. Twins to each side. Morrison to his right. Hafen drops the pass. Looking right. Now comes back to the left. Throws across the middle. Knocked down. Bowden with a big play. Dove in front of the target there for Richfield and able to knock that one away.
Yeah, and Rapley was open. The pass a little bit slow getting there. And a nice defensive play, or Richfield would have had a touchdown there.
And got a... We'll pause in the action there momentarily by the Richfield offense as the play call came in. Under 10 to play in the half. 2nd down and 10 from the 20. Hafen again in the shotgun. He'll take the snap, drop the pass, look right, throws right. That's to Anderson. Anderson again slips, so he gets his feet underneath him as Kyson Stilson makes the tackle after a gain of about 7 down to the 13-yard line.
It's pretty obvious that Richfield talked at halftime that they want to pass more. They've come out much more aggressive with the passing game here.
Yeah, they have. And they've been completing passes. A 9-yard pass to Anderson, now a 7-yard pass to Anderson, and the big strike to Tayson LaCourty that get him in the red zone. 3rd down and 3. Hafen takes a snap, rolls to his left, looking to pass again. Now going to step up and run it. Has the first down and more inside the 5. Cuts inside the 5-yard line, dives to the end zone. Touchdown Wildcats. Emmett Hafen in from 13 yards out, and the Richfield Wildcats extend their lead. Emmett Hafen diving into the Apex Foot and Ankle Institute end zone, treating all foot and ankle conditions with an evidence-based approach. Visit Apex today at 882 North Main, Suite 2 in Richfield. Call 287-2444 for your foot and ankle needs.
And a 55-yard drive where Richfield picked up 2 first downs to extend the lead to 13.
And that'll make it so Christian Covarrubias on to try to make it a 14-point game. Left-footed kicker for the Wildcats. Snap is good, hold is down, kick is up, and that is good. So with 9:18 to go in the 3rd quarter on the Parts House scoreboard, Richfield 14, Emery 0. We'll take the break on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
Since 1947, Barney Trucking in Salina has built a reputation of unparalleled customer service and satisfaction in the trucking industry. Barney Trucking in Salina is now hiring local drivers. If you're looking for a solid career in the trucking industry that has a positive working environment, join the big blue trucks of Barney Trucking. The job includes benefits, training, retirement, and requires a Class A CDL license and an endorsement for doubles and triples. To apply, go to barneytrucking.com or call 529-4422. That's 529-4422.
Sevier Valley Hospital supports our local athletes, not only during the game, but when they need some help to get back into it too. Our own team of starters includes physicians who specialize in orthopedic and general surgery, ENT, podiatry, family and internal medicine, pain management, and other areas of care. And they work to repair sports and everyday injuries right at our hospital, helping to keep both our athletes and their fans close to home for your care. Sevier Valley Hospital, healing for life.
So a quick scoring strike by the Richfield Wildcats. They marched down the field in just 7 plays, going 55 yards and finished off with a 8 plays, a 13-yard touchdown run by Emmett Hafen to cap the drive. Covarrubias on to kick it away now for the Wildcats, and the kick is up. Good kick. Easton Gordon back to receive, takes it at the 10-yard line, brings it out across the 20 to the 25, cuts back inside, gets to the 30-yard line, and out to about the 32-yard line is where he'll come down. A good return of about 22 yards by Easton Gordon for the Spartans.
And Emery has not ever really been deep in their own territory to start a series.
No, they have not. I think their worst was the 29-yard line. Yes, it was. So, again, they 3 yards out, pass that to the 32 here. 1st and 10 from their own 32 for the Spartans. 9:10 to go in the third quarter. They trail Richfield 14-0 on the Parts House scoreboard. Again, for the good stuff in auto parts, visit the Parts House in Salina. Trips to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Shotgun formation for Kyson Stilson with Jensen to his left in the backfield. Takes a snap, gives to Jensen. Jensen trying to go far side, cuts back inside, hit by the trailing defenders, and wrapped up by Jordan Anderson after a pickup of 3 yards out to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, and hit on the line of scrimmage by Richfield's Ethan Lambers, pushed him inside where the defenders were, and when it's all said and done, it's still a nice pickup by the Spartans.
And they're going to mark it at the 36-yard line, so it ends up being a 4-yard gain for Jensen. 8:43 to go in the third quarter. Going to go trips to the right, 1 receiver to the left. That's Bowman by himself to the left. And Stilson in the shotgun, takes a snap, hands to Jensen. Jensen had to hold a run through, spin move to the 40-yard line, wrapped up by Britton Riddle and Wyatt Blackner, but he's going to pick up again about 4 more yards on the carry, just over 4 yards to make it 3rd and about 1.5 yards.
Yeah, and it's a big 3rd down here for Emery. I think a 3 and out would not be, good at this point of the game, and Emery may go for it, being this close to midfield.
Yeah, we'll see. 3rd down and about 1.5 yards here. Just across the 40-yard line, need to get to the 42. And Richfield showing blitz. Trips to the left, 1 receiver right. They send Wilson left to right in motion. There's Anderson on the blitz. Give it to Jensen. Jensen to the right side. He ran into the back of his offensive line. Nowhere to go. And he kept fighting forward. It looks like he's going to have the 1st down right at the 42-yard line.
Yeah, you can see the wing over there had the forward progress for the 1st down, and he does pick up the 1st down. A nice defensive stand there by the Cats, though.
But a Riverstone Contractors 1st down for the Spartans. And after they passed so effectively in the first half to move the ball, their first 3 plays in the second half on the ground. 4 yards, 4 yards, 2 yards.
Which is interesting because in the first half, Richfield mostly ran and they came out passing, and Emery mostly passed, and they've come out now running.
Trips to the left, 1 receiver to the right. You got Jensen to the right of Stilson in the backfield. Again, Richfield showing blitz. Stilson in the shotgun, takes a snap. Anderson blitz, gets blocked by Jensen. Here's the second wave. Throws to the left side to Gordon. Gordon comes back, makes the catch at the 35-yard line in Richfield territory for a big play for the Emery Spartans. Stilson got hit as he delivered it and threw a strike to Easton Gordon.
And it looked like Richfield might have a chance to come up with that. Jed Polson immediately with the tackle, but a great catch there by Gordon.
26-yard gain to the 32-yard line for the Spartans and Riverstone Contractors. 1st down.
The Spartans with 12 1st downs in this game. 8 of those 1st downs came on 2 drives in the first half, and now Emery has 2 1st downs on this drive.
So that'll make it now 1st and 10 from the Richfield 32-yard line as Emery trying to get on the board for the first time in this game. Twins to each side. Jensen to the right of Stilson in the backfield. 6:45 to go in the third quarter. Stilson, again, rush coming. Gets hit, able to avoid it. Moves to his left. Throws down the field for Gordon again. Intercepted. Jake Polson with the interception at the 15-yard line. And Richfield gets the 3rd turnover of the game by the Spartans.
And credit the pressure by the Richfield defense that time.
So turnovers an issue right now, continue to be an issue, I should say, for the Emery Spartans with the interception at the 15-yard line as, again, they turn it over inside the 20.
Jordan Anderson applying the pressure, and turnovers have been a factor for Emery. I think they've taken away points from them.
So they will start at their own 15. Will Richfield with 6:37 to go in the third quarter, leading at 14-0. Hafen in the shotgun formation, Morrison to his left, Twins to each side. Going to send LaCourte in motion. Take the snap, give it to LaCourte. LaCourte cuts up the middle instead of going wide, and he'll pick up about 3 yards, maybe 4. Going to mark it at the 18, it looks like, for a 3-yard pickup, 2nd and 7. So that'll make it 2nd down, 7 yards to go for the Wildcats from their own 18-yard line. Again, Hafen will be in the shotgun as he takes the play call from the sideline. Coach Eric Thorson. Twins to each side, Morrison to his right. Emery right now with just 6 in the box. Takes a snap, looks to pass, throws left side. That's going to be caught. Norman goes back about 3 yards, but got a block on the outside, and diving to make the tackle is Rance Jensen. Saved a 1st down as he'll be brought down at about the 22-yard line for a pickup of about 5 yards.
Yeah, Norman, it looked like he might end up losing yardage, but again, his speed able to cut back upfield and give Richfield a very manageable 3rd down play.
So a 5-yard pickup there makes it 3rd and 2 from the 23-yard line. Hafen takes a snap, drops the pass, rolls to his right, fakes the pass, now comes out, looking deep, nothing there. Flag will come in. Hafen rolls back, going to pass it again, now throws down the field. That's going to be caught by Ian Bate. Ian Bate to the 35-yard line, 40-yard line, 45-yard line with a stiff arm into Emery territory, down to the 30, 25, rushing out of his Jensen, 10, 5, touchdown Wildcats, but again, a flag on the play, clear back at the 24-yard line.
And that would end up being, what, a 78-yard, maybe 77-yard play, but the flag came early before the pass.
Let's see what it is.
And
the concern is that it looked like Hafen was going to run, and I think some of his receivers started blocking. And at that point, you're blocking downfield, and Hafen did not end up bringing it out across the line of scrimmage. I think that's what's going to be.
Well, they called holding.
Did they call holding? So White Hat Brian Burke gives the holding call.
Well, and I saw what they called the receiver who called us what they called the holding on. And, that's holding what they called.
So the flag sits at the 23-yard line, but the 23, 24-yard line. So it'll march them back from there and make it so it'll be, unless they, well, yeah, they're obviously going to take it. They're going to march it back from the 24, so take them back to the 14-yard line is where they will spot it. And that'll make it now 3rd down at about 11.
And that's the 8th penalty in this game on Richfield.
And negates a big touchdown pass and catch there to Ian Bate. So 3rd and 11 now for the Wildcats. Going to go Twins to each side with Morrison in the backfield to the right of Hafen in the shotgun. 3rd down and 11. 5:19 to go in the third quarter. 14-0 Wildcats lead the Spartans. First round of the 3A playoffs. Hafen drops the pass, rolls to his left. Heavy pressure. Pressure coming the other way now. Gets hit, driven back, and he's going to go down at about the 3-yard line. Emery's trying to call a safety, but the forward progress will march him down at the 2-yard line. It looks like it's where they're going to spot it. Nope, at the 3. And so a big loss there, a loss of 11, and that'll make it 4th down and 22.
And the difference a play makes, instead of a 77-yard touchdown pass, it comes back and they're sacked on the 3-yard line. Holy cow.
So Colton Wilson back to receive along with Bowman. Hafen to kick it away. There's the kick, low spiraling kick, going to be taken by Bowman at the 38-yard line. Gets hit and brought down, and eventually brought down, I should say, as cleaning up the tackle for the Wildcats.
Boy, and I thought his knee came down early. We'll have to look at the replay here.
And that's what I thought as well.
And the official did not call it down. Didn't, and sometimes that's just angles. We had a better angle.
35-yard line, though, in Richfield territory is where they'll start.
Yeah, and he's down right there. But the Richfield actually got the benefit of that because they moved it back. He ran back a little bit.
So they'll start at the Richfield 35-yard line, and the best field position of the day for either team. And we'll see if Emery's able to capitalize now after their defense got the job done. 1st and 10 from the Richfield 35. 4:41 to go in the third quarter. 14-0 Wildcats. Trips to the left, one receiver to the right. Jensen to the right of Stilson in the backfield. Shotgun formation. Stilson takes a snap, drops the pass, looking left. Here comes the screen setup, goes to Jensen, and he threw it too far outside. And good pressure there defensively by Tyler Brinkerhoff for the Wildcats.
Yeah, the Cats putting good pressure on the Spartans that time. And now Emery with this good field position. It's interesting. Are they going to be able to move the ball? That does put up a 2nd and long, as Emery's been able to pick up good yardage on first downs most of this game.
Yes, they have. The screen was open, just threw it too wide for Jensen to make a play on it. So 2nd down and 10. Going to go twins to each side this time with the Emery offense. With Stilson going under center. Tailback is Rance Jensen. 2nd and 10. They send Gordon in motion left to right. Take the snap, fake the hand off to Gordon, give it to Jensen, hit in the backfield, and at the line of scrimmage, he's driven back, and they'll blow it dead at the line of scrimmage. No gain for Rance Jensen, make it 3rd and 10.
Yeah, and the Richfield defensive front there, very, very stout, did a nice job. And give credit to those guys. In there was Dylan Sorensen.
3rd down and 10 from the 35-yard line.
Justin Dastrup was in on that. That Cats did a nice job.
4:03 to go in the third quarter here, with Richfield leading by 2 touchdowns. First round of the 3A playoffs. We have a score update for you from the 2A playoffs. And then of one, no score between Gunnison and North Sevier in the first round there. We talked about it. Again, North Sevier beat Gunnison handily earlier this year. And on it.
Yep.
But Gordon, again, you could just tell, just mistimed the jump and couldn't quite haul it in.
Emery showing a field goal, no, a punting situation here.
Yeah, the punter comes out for the Spartans. And Anderson is back to receive at about the 5-yard line. We'll see if he has to go back to catch one here. And short punt. Anderson's going to come up and take it to the 12, running straight forward as he caught it. Gets across the 20-yard line before being hit and driven around to about the 22-yard line. As Ray's going to go down. I like the play there by Jordan Anderson.
Yeah, and I'm really surprised that Emery actually kicked the ball. You know, they did gain, 15 yards on it, but I'm surprised they punted.
So that'll make it now 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line here for the Richfield Wildcats. About 3:26 to go in this third quarter.
And Manti is ahead of Judge Memorial right now, 7-0 at the end of one.
Good deal. I like the Templars in that game. 2 backs at this time for the Wildcats. Hafen will take the snap, fake the hand off to Morrison, give it to LaCourty. LaCourty hit as he crosses the line of scrimmage and might have gained a yard out to the 23, but no more, so a 1-yard pickup.
And Richfield continues to be deep in their own territory. When, of course, the last time they had a 77-yard touchdown pass that was called back.
2nd down and 9. Going to go 2 receivers.
Hafen just reading, pitched it at the last minute. Sy could pick up good yardage with Morrison.
So make it 3rd down and a yard for the Wildcats with 2:50 to go in the third quarter. They lead Emery 14-0. Again, first round of the 3A playoffs. A blue out here today for the Richfield fan base. Twins to each side. Morrison to the left of Hafen in the backfield. They send LaCourty in motion. Fake the handoff. Hafen going to keep it himself. Has the first down and a few more. Flag will come in from the referee. He's going to get out to the 34-yard line. This will be a pickup of 3 yards. He needed 1 for the first down, but let's see what the flag is. It's going to be holding on the Wildcats. That'll march them back. And the flag sits at the 32, so right at the first down markers where the flag sits. So that'll march them back to the 22-yard line and make it 3rd and 10.
And Richfield with their 9th penalty this game. 75 yards worth of penalties.
Second drive in a row where you have a penalty that yields 9 yards.
And it's their 5th holding call of the game.
3rd and 10. 2 receivers to each side, bait the tailback. Hafen at pump fake, looking on the deep route, throws across the middle, and the ball got tipped and knocked down. The intended target was Nate Winters, but it falls incomplete. 4th and 10 for the Wildcats. Looked like a drive. They were going to be able to pick up a first down and move the ball down the field, but instead a holding penalty negates that. And now the punt team on for the Wildcats. Emmett Hafen set to kick it away. And you'll have back to receive Colton Wilson and Bowman. Hafen a good end-over-end kick. Wilson going back, unable to track it down. It takes a Richfield bounce inside the 25. He hits it up. Ball's bouncing around. Picked up by the Wildcats. Coming up the play is Begay. Aaron Begay recovering the muffed punt. And Richfield has the ball deep into Emery territory.
Yeah, and Begay did a nice job. There were two other Wildcats there. The ball comes off the Emery defenders. Receivers. They looked a little confused that time.
So a big play there for the Wildcats, and they'll be down to the 21-yard line.
Nate Winters also down there causing some issues for Emery.
Nate Winters made the initial hit.
Yeah, Nate did a nice job.
Nate Winters getting some more time here in the second half. So with 2:16 to go, Richfield has the ball on the Emery at 21-yard line. Best field position of the day for the Wildcats. Trips to the left, one to the right, looking left, nothing there, rolls, heavy pressure coming, still looks to throw, fakes, now he's going to tuck in and run inside the 15 to the 10, has the first down and more, breaks a tackle inside the 5-yard line, and Emmett Hafen kind of flips over the defender who made the tackle, but hops up and he is okay. And he's get all the way down to the 2-yard line for a 19-yard gain.
And it will be the 8th first down for the Wildcats, 3rd here in the second half.
It's a big gain for Hafen to make it 1st and goal from the 2 with under 2 to go in the 3rd quarter, trying to make it a 3-touchdown game. Twins to each side. Shotgun formation for Hafen with Morrison to his right. Emmett takes a snap, looks to pass right side. A lot of time, throws across the middle, slant route. Jordan Anderson, touchdown Wildcats. 2 yards out, Hafen finds Jordan Anderson, and it's now 20-0 Richfield with a PAT pending as again they reach the Apex Foot and Ankle Institute end zone. Call Apex for an appointment today with Dr. Viliami Vakautakakala, 287-2444.
And Hafen looking very comfortable here in the second half, back in shotgun formation. His passing, the passing's been really crisp and good here in the 3rd quarter.
So Covarrubias on to kick the extra point now for the Wildcats. Snap is good, hold is down, kick is up, and that is good. 1:36 to go in the 3rd quarter on the Parts House scoreboard. Richfield 21, Emery 0. We'll take the break on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
High-speed Wi-Fi. Not quite as important as running water in your home, but close. Centricom powers your Wi-Fi network with consistent speeds to keep all your gadgets going strong. Streaming video players, laptops, tablets, even smartphones, so you're never stuck with those big cell data charges. And talk about value. Just pick your speed and keep the Wi-Fi flowing in your home at a great low price. Upgrade your internet today. Call or visit Centricom.com to learn more.
Affordable.
Fun.
Cutting edge.
Progressive.
Creative.
Fulfilling.
Energetic.
Innovative.
Passionate.
Inviting.
With compound rankings by CNN Money, bestschools.org, Washington Monthly, and the Aspen Institute, Snow College is the #1 college in the nation.
Celebrating 125 years of excellence. Visit snow.edu.
And welcome back to Richfield High School. 1:36 to go in the 3rd quarter on the Parts House scoreboard. It is Richfield 21, Emery 0 in the first round of the 3A playoffs, as these two teams trying to survive and advance in October. Christian Covarrubias on to kick it away now for the Wildcats. Easton Gordon back to receive deep. Gordon will take it at the 7-yard line for the Spartans. Brings it down across the 20 with a full steam ahead. Goes right side, breaks a tackle across the 30-yard line, out to the 35. Now there's a pile up, and he'll go down at about the 37-yard line for a good 30-yard return by Easton Gordon.
And Gordon just took it center of the field, followed his blockers, and cut up field.
So they'll start with the ball on their 37-yard line, their own 37-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Spartans with 1:25 to go in the 3rd quarter. 21-0 Richfield, and the Wildcat offense benefiting from a mistake on the punt return team by the Spartans, and Aaron Begay coming up with a big recovery on the, you wouldn't necessarily call it a muffed punt, but a botched punt return.
Yeah, just bounced off the Emery receiver.
Wilson goes in motion left to right for the Spartans. Stilson hands to Jensen. Jensen up the middle, breaking it through the arm tackles, and he's going to get across the 40 to about the 42-yard line for a pickup of 5 yards on the carry.
Yeah, and for the Cats, in on the tackle, Jed Polson.
I'll make it 2nd down and 5 now for the Spartans. Spartans now going to hurry up offense. Twins to each side. Stilson a quick out route pass to Gordon. Gordon on the low pass, able to catch it. Brought down by Jake Polson first, and Jed Polson cleans it up. It's going to be a 4-yard gain out to the 46-yard line. Make it 3rd down and 1.
Yeah, and Emery, again, the passing game, I've really liked their spread offense. They've been very hard to defend.
So 3rd down, and when I say 1, I mean a few inches. Twins to each side again. Under a minute to go in the 3rd quarter. 21-0 Richfield. Stilson in the shotgun. Twins to each side. Jensen to the left in the backfield. Stilson takes a snap. Looks to pass again. Heavy rush coming. Throws up the middle. Knocked away by Riddle. Picked up by Blackner. Wyatt Blackner on the tip drill with the interception. Brings it back to the 45-yard line. Britton Riddle starts it, and Wyatt Blackner cleans it up.
And Richfield sent 6 rushers on the line of scrimmage. The pass was released, and Riddle just knocked it out. And Blackner picked it up. And the Wildcats have their 5th turnover of this game.
What a play by the Richfield defense. Again, Britton Riddle knocking it away, and Wyatt Blackner coming up with it. 44-yard line in Emery territory after Blackner with the interception, the young sophomore. 1st and 10 from the Emery 44. 35 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Hafen in the shotgun formation. Takes a snap, fakes the handoff, going to keep it himself up the middle. Upended at the 40-yard line is where he'll go down after a pickup of 4 yards to make it 2nd and 6.
And I know there's some interest in the Judge Memorial Manti game. Judge has just tied that game at 7-7 in the 2nd period with 8:38 to go.
So 2nd down and 6 now for the Wildcat offense. Twins to each side. Hafen drops the pass, looking right, throwing right, coming out to Anderson. Anderson to the 35-yard line, breaks a tackle to the 30-yard line, and steps out of bounds about the 25-yard line. And again, we talked about it in the pregame show. You're seeing the explosiveness and the agility of Jordan Anderson, who really hasn't had a chance to get going much this year.
And Richfield showing their team speed. That's really a difference maker for this Richfield team. Got a lot of speed, and Anderson, a nice job of keeping in bounds as he ran down the sideline.
15-yard pickup on the pass. Final play of the 3rd quarter. Richfield leading 21-0. Hafen drops the pass, looks right, pump fake. Now looking to go to the end zone. Rush coming, though. He's able to avoid it. Nearly slipped, and now he will go down as he slipped and got caught from behind. And Jesse Barnett coming up with the sack for the Emery Spartans. Clear back at the 45-yard line. So that'll bring him back 20 yards on that sack as the 3rd quarter comes to a close. We'll take the break on the Parts House scoreboard. Richfield 21, Emery 0 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
You remember your family, right? Those cute little zombies that are always stuck to their screens? Well, with router limits, you can manage screen time, filter web content, and track the browsing history of all your kids. All you have to do is plug this little guy into your router. Seriously, that's it. Router limit starts with screen time. You can set a schedule for each family member, what they can do online, and when they can do it. You can filter content by category or even by specific website. Sure, you've got great kids, but sooner or later, they're going to come in contact with something that's not so great. Router limits lets you see what they see so that you can have those important conversations before the internet has them for you. Router limits helps my family disconnect from devices and reconnect with each other.
And welcome back here to Richfield High School, and again a 20-yard sack there by Jesse Barnett for the Emery Spartans as he chased Emmett Hafen all the way back to the 45-yard line. So it'll make it 2nd down and 30 for the Wildcats. They've got to get to the 15. Coming out of the quarter break, Richfield does lead at 21-0 on the Parts House scoreboard. And Hafen will be back in the shotgun. 2 receivers to each side, Morrison to his left. Emery now kind of back into more of a prevent defense here, expecting the pass. Pump fake on the pass. Heavy rush coming. Hafen able to avoid across the 40-yard line to the 35-30, and he's going to get all 20 yards back down to the 25-yard line on one play. Hafen picks up those 20 yards he lost, and now it's 3rd and about 9.
And Hafen just went back. It looked like he was going to pass, and he saw there was lots of room in between the receivers who were deep downfield, and he just cut upfield.
So that makes it 3rd down and 9 after the 21-yard pickup in what is 4-down territory. So you got 2 downs to get the 9 yards. And looks like Richfield's going to bring into the game Braxton Rapley, wide left. Got 2 tailbacks this time, 1 to either side of Hafen. Curtis to his left, Morrison to his right, 2 receivers to the right. I think that's Winters, and now Hafen not happy about it, but with some miscommunication there offensively, and he's going to call time. So a timeout called, a Richfield Days In timeout. Catering to high school teams and offering special rates. Call 435-896-6476. 11:08 to go in the game. It is Richfield 21, Emery 0 on the Parts House scoreboard. We'll take the 30-second break on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
DP Curtis Trucking is a family-oriented business that works hard to get their drivers home on the weekend. DP Curtis is hiring reliable drivers with starting wage at 40 cents per mile, going to 42 cents after 90 days. Additional pay for tarps, drops, picks, and additional trailers. Employment options include insurance, 401k, paid vacation, and bonuses, and more. If you'd like to join the DP Curtis family, call for details, 435-893-2886. That's 893-2886, or click dpcurtis.com.
So 3rd and 9 for the Wildcats coming out of the timeout. Got 2 receivers now to each side with Morrison to the left of Hafen in the backfield, shotgun formation. 11:08 to go in the game, 21-0 Cats. 3rd and 9 from the 24-yard line. Hafen rolls out to the left, throws to LaCourty, and LaCourty could hear the footsteps coming and didn't quite hang on to it as the ball got delivered just shy of the 1st down marker. It'll fall incomplete.
Yeah, Rance Jensen was coming in at LaCourty, and it looked like LaCourty took his eyes off the pass, and he got popped just as the ball got there.
So 4th down and 9 for the Wildcats. And looks like they're going to bring Christian Covarrubias on for the long field goal attempt as opposed to going for it on 4th down. They're going to have the tee set at about the 32-yard line, so about a 41, 42-yard field goal here for the Richfield Wildcats. Jake Polson, the holder for the Cats. Covarrubias steps it off. Snap is good, hold is down, kick is up, line drive kick, and it is no good. Just went wide right for Covarrubias, and so the Wildcats will turn it over on the missed field goal, and Emery will take over on their own 20-yard line. Worst field position of the game for the Spartans.
Yeah, and one of the interesting things is in high school, after you miss a field goal, it does not go out to where you kick the field goal from. In college and all the other places and pros, it does. In high school, it goes back to the 20-yard line.
Yes, it does. So that's where Emery will take over on their own 20-yard line. With just under 11 minutes to go in the game, they do trail Richfield 21-0.
And for Emery, this is the 4th possession of the second half. 2 of the previous 3 possessions have resulted in interceptions.
Stilson in the shotgun formation. 1 receiver wide left, 3 to the right. Going to drop the pass, looking for the screen. Nothing there. Heavy rush coming. Rolls to his left. Avoids it. Gets it out to Jensen. The safety valve across the 20. Flag comes into the 25. And he'll be brought down to the 28-yard line by Wyatt Blackner. But again, a flag sits at the 24, 23-yard line.
Yeah, and I think there's going to be an illegal man downfield. Don't know that, but the umpire threw it, and I thought I saw somebody downfield. Have to see if that's what it is.
Waiting for the white hat, Brian Burke. The umpire, by the way, Daniel Kelsey for this umpire crew.
And they're going to wave it off.
They'll wave it off, so it'll be a 7-8-yard pickup out to the 28-yard line for Rance Jensen.
And the reason they waved that off, because he was downfield, was the pass was behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, caught it about the 18.
Yeah, and so the pass has to be caught beyond the line for it to be an illegal man downfield.
So 2nd and 2 now for the Spartans. 10:43 to go in the game. Stilson in the shotgun, takes a snap, drops the pass. Heavy rush, gets hit hard as he delivers it to Easton Gordon for a Riverstone Contractors. 1st down out to about the 33-yard line. Going to be a pickup of 5 yards, and Stilson took a shot.
Yeah, Jordan Anderson just leveled him right as he let go of the ball. I mean, hit him hard.
But they got enough for the first down with a 5-yard pass to Gordon. And Stilson's had a few of those where he's gotten hit as he delivered the football, and he continues to stand in there and make plays.
13th first down of the game for the Spartans. Only the third here in the second half, though.
1st and 10, handoff goes to Jensen. Jensen up the middle, breaking tackles, runs into Wyatt Blackner, who'll bring him down, but he does go down forward to about the 38-yard line for another pickup of about 5 yards, make it 2nd and 5.
Yeah, again, another nice play right from the start on a first down for Emery. Been impressed with their offense much of this day.
Move the ball well, turnovers. And you heard Coach Faimalo talk about turnovers in the pregame interview.
Yeah, 5 of them.
Pass across the middle, tipped up by Blackner, intercepted by Jake Polson. And Jake Polson going to take it back to the 43-yard line. This time Blackner starts it, and Jake Polson cleans it up, as that'll be the 3rd interception of the game thrown by Kyson Stilson, all of them coming in this second half.
Yeah, in fact, Emery has had the ball 4 times here in the second half. 3 of the 4 times have resulted in an interception.
Tipped by Blackner this time and intercepted by Jake Polson.
Yeah, in the first half, Emery had 3 fumbles, which they lost.
Under 10 to play in the game now, with Richfield leading 21-0.
And for the 3rd time in the last 3 possessions, Richfield starts in Emery territory.
So 1st and 10 from the Emery 42-yard line with 9:58 to go in the game. Hafen in the shotgun formation. Twins to each side, takes a snap, fakes the handoff, rolls to his left, going to throw it out to Norman, and underthrew it a little bit. Pass falls incomplete.
Yeah, and it's, that pass was out in the flat, just under pressure. Hafen wanted to run it, it appeared to me, and then he could see Norman was open.
So 2nd down and 10 from the Emery 42-yard line for the Wildcats. 9:52 to go in this game. We're going to get to the end of the game. We'll let you know who our Alvey Lumber player of the game is and the Monroe City Power play of the game. LaCourte goes in motion. They give it to LaCourte, trying to get the edge. Has blockers, cuts back inside of the 40-yard line, wrapped up from behind as A.C. Reeve makes the tackle, but it comes after about a 5-yard pickup down to the 37-yard line.
And I got to like the sportsmanship there by A.C. Comes up, gives LaCourte a tap on the helmet. And what LaCourte does a nice job is planning and just cutting upfield to pick up positive yards.
So a 5-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 5 for the Wildcats from the Emery 37-yard line. Hafen again in the shotgun formation. 9 minutes to play. Hard count, got Emery to jump, and that'll march them forward 5 yards. Should be enough for the first down.
Well, what you do is you look over at the box and there's tape right at the 5-yard line mark. And if that box is beyond the tape, then it's a first down. You don't step it off.
And they'll mark it off for a first down.
Yep.
So there's a first down marker first down mark off for the Wildcats.
And that's the 10th first down of this game for Richfield, 5th in the second half.
1st and 10 from the 32-yard line. Hafen takes a snap, gives the bait up the middle, hitting as he crosses the line of scrimmage. He's going to pick up about 2 yards to the 30-yard line, and that'll make it 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, Drake Hoffman along with A.C. Reeve in on the tackle for Emery.
2nd down and 8 for the Wildcats now from the 30-yard line in Emery territory. Under 9 to go in the game. 21-0. Richfield leads Emery here on the Parts House scoreboard. And this is the first round of the 3A playoffs. Winner again trying to survive and advance here today. The winner would get Morgan next week in Morgan. Richfield, of course, well on their way at this point, up 3 scores with just over 8 minutes to go. Hafen now going to go under center. Got the wing to the left as they come out in the wing tee. Takes a snap, going to pitch it out to Jordan Anderson. Rush coming in and gets hit, and a flag will come in. He's going to lose 5 yards back to the 35-yard line. Bowman able to make the tackle for the Spartans, but we're going to have a hold on Richfield. And do they take the hold or do they go 3rd and 13?
Well, it'll be interesting to see what they do. It's the 6th holding call on Richfield in this ball game. 6 of them.
They are going to march them back. The flag sits at the 30, so it'll take them back to the 40-yard line, which will make it so it is 2nd down and about 18 as opposed to 3rd and 13.
Richfield's been penalized 10 times. 6 of them have been called holding for 85 yards. In comparison, Emery has not had a penalty here in the second half, and they had 3 in the first half, 2 holdings and a block in the back for 30 yards.
So 2nd and 18 now for the Wildcats from the Emery 40-yard line. Hafen back in the shotgun. 8 minutes to go in the game. Drops the pass, looking right. Going to throw right, short route. That's going to be caught by Winters across the 30-yard line down to the 26-yard line as Nate Winters makes the play for the Wildcats. And they're going to say, it looks like they must say he stepped out of bounds at the 28. So that'll be a pickup of 12 yards and make it 3rd down and about 6.
And Bowman with the tackle out there for the Spartans.
So 3rd and 6 now for the Wildcats. 2 receivers to each side. Hafen drops the pass. Rush coming again. Going to throw deep left side for the end zone for Polson and overthrew Jake Polson. And that'll make it 4th and 6 for the Wildcats.
Yeah, and it was an early pass thrown before the full route was by Polson was in route and throwing for the goal line.
Quick update on the Judge Manti game late in the 2nd quarter there. Judge back in, or now in front, I should say, as they lead that one 14-7 over the Manti Templars. Here we're deep in the game, 7:38 to go. Richfield leading 21-0. Norman goes in motion, fake the handoff. Hafen rolls left, has 2 guys wide open, throws it out to Jake Polson, and it falls incomplete through his hands. Tayson LaCourty was all by himself in the middle of the field, just couldn't see him.
Yeah, now a late flag by the referee. We'll have to see what that call is.
Jake Polson had the ball in his hands, just couldn't quite hold on to it. He was open, had the defender by 2 steps, but couldn't quite reel it in.
And we're going to have unsportsmanlike on Emery. But I'm guessing that was after a dead ball.
Yep.
So Emery will still retain possession.
Emery takes over on the Richfield 28, but you're going to mark off the unsportsmanlike after that.
And it's going to be the 4th penalty of the ball game on the Spartans.
Offense, defense, personnel changes happening right now. So turnover on downs by the Wildcat offense.
And for Emery, they've had a total of 30 yards, and penalties now give them 45.
And they're going to take over on the 14-yard line is where they will have it after the penalty. So 1st and 10 from the 14 with 7.5 to go in the game here for the Emery Spartans, trailing Richfield 21-0. Again, first round of the 3A playoffs. Yesterday, 2 3A games happened with Union topping North Sanpete 42-20 and Juan Diego beating Carbon 66-6. The 2 4-5 matchups, the theoretically closer games, are today. And we've had a good one here between Richfield and Emery. Richfield showing blitz. Stilton in the shotgun. Trips to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Takes a snap, gives the handoff to Jensen. Jensen trying to get the edge, cuts back up the middle. Wrapped up from behind by Jordan Anderson. He is going to gain about 2 yards out to the 16 to make it 2nd and 8.
Yeah, and Anderson just grabbed a hold of him and spun him around, brought him down.
7:15 to go in the game. 2nd down and 8 for the Spartans. Haven't been able to move the ball in the 2nd half, but it's been courtesy of 3 Richfield interceptions.
Yeah, this is the 5th possession of the 2nd half by the Spartans, and 3 of the first 4 possessions resulted in interceptions.
Trips to the right, 1 receiver to the left. The lone receiver is Bowman. Stilson takes the snap, going to drop the pass, looking left, now throws deep down the middle, looking for Wilson. That's going to be caught out to the 45-yard line, across midfield to the 50. Wyatt Norman will finally drag him down out to the 43-yard line in Richfield territory for a big gain for the Spartans.
And that was thrown into double coverage, and Wilson did a nice job. He was on he didn't even have to hardly stop.
43-yard gain.
Wyatt Norman appeared to be in pretty good defensive position defensively, but what a great pass and an excellent catch there.
Make it a 41-yard gain for Riverstone Contractors, 1st down. Twins to each side. Stilton in the shotgun. 1st and 10 from the Richfield 43. Heavy rush coming. Steps up inside. Gets hit. Jordan Anderson with a sack for the Wildcats.
Yeah, Richfield brought 7 players that time and resulted in a sack.
Going to be a loss of 4 yards to make it 2nd and 14. 6 minutes to go, just over 6 minutes to go in the game. Richfield well on their way to getting their first home playoff win since 2012. Last time they were hosted a playoff game.
It'd give them a 21-5 overall record in home playoff games.
Heavy rush. Wyatt Norman got the initial hit, but then 3 more Wildcats will wrap him up back at the Emery 46-yard line and going to lose 7 more yards on the sack.
And Corbus is in on that. Also, want to give credit there was Cade Jensen.
Caden Acord right there with him as well.
Yep.
So a great defensive pressure once again. They're going to mark it out to the 47, so just a loss of 6 on that one to make it now 3rd and 20 for the Spartans. 5:22 to go in the game. Stilson in the shotgun, trips to the left, one receiver right, and they got Richfield to jump. And so that'll march them forward 5 yards. Back across midfield into Richfield territory down to the 48-yard line is where that'll put it to make it 3rd and 15.
And the encroachment penalty is the 11th penalty on Richfield in this game and the 90th penalty yard. And unlike you can't go across an high school and back. You knew that.
So 3rd and 15. Stilson drops the pass. Pump fake, heavy rush, steps up in the pocket, still looking to pass, hit from behind. Caden Acord with a big sack once again for the Wildcats, back to the 50-yard line for a loss of 2, and it's 4th and 17.
Yeah, and the Richfield defense really putting pressure on Emery.
You're going to give the forward progress, looks like to the 49, so just a loss of 1 on the play. And so make it 4th and 16. Personnel changes happening here for Richfield. A lot of movement on that defensive line. They run about 10 different players in there to keep them fresh. 4th and 16. Stilson in the shotgun. Trips left, one receiver right. The lone receiver is Snow. Stilson looking left, heavy rush coming, able to avoid it, rolls to the right, still with the pressure on him, throws down the middle of the field. That's going to be caught near the first down marker, and let's see where the spot is. They found Bowman right at the line. It'd be at the 33 is what they needed to get to, and it looks like that's where they're going to spot it, which would be enough for Riverstone Contractors' first down. I mean, they are right at that mark as where Bowman caught it.
I would be surprised. Let's see where. It's really close. They may measure.
The far sideline judge said he was going to move the chains, but they are going to pull the chains out and measure this one.
Because it's a 4th down play.
Yeah, I think it was a good spot. I think that they put it right at that forward progress. I think it was a good spot by the officials.
Well, I think give credit to Nate giving us a good replay on that. We appreciate that, and I agree with that.
They're going to pull the chains out. Let's see if they get the first down. They need
it appears
16.
It's going to be really, really close. I think they're just short.
They are just short. Are the Spartans inches short?
It's a credit card, baby. Maybe a credit card short.
A big play. They got 16. They needed just over 16. They needed 16 and a few inches. So the pass to Bowman, unable to get the first down there for the Emery Spartans as they turn it over on downs in Richfield territory. So Richfield takes back over with 4:15 to go in the game, leading 21-0, and they will start on their own 38-yard line.
And for the first time in 4 different series, Richfield will start on their own side of the field.
So Hafen comes out in the shotgun formation. 2 receivers to each side. Takes a snap, drops the pass, looking left, now comes back to the right, pump fake, looks like he's gonna run it, rolls to his left, now he's looking to go deep, pump fake again, now throws back all the way across the field. Is it intercepted by the Spartans? And the official on the far side says it is intercepted. Diving forward and making the catch is Easton Gordon at the 41-yard line. So the Wildcats give it right back to the Spartans.
And it's the first turnover of the ball game for Richfield.
Yes, it is. So after a turnover on downs, Emery able to pick off the pass from Emmett Hafen. Easton Gordon there with the interception with 4:03 to go in the 4th quarter.
Richfield, Emery was 6 turnovers, and now late in this game, Richfield gives one of those back to Emery.
So an interception there by the Wildcats. 1st and 10 from the 41 now with 4:03 to go here for the Spartans. Stilson in the shotgun, sends Wilson in motion left to right, takes a snap, gives to Jensen. Jensen up the middle, had a good hold to run through, ran into his own offensive lineman at the 37-yard line. Looks like he's going to stall there for pickup of about 4 yards.
And for the Cats in there, looked like big number 77, C.J. Johnson.
So 2nd and 6 now for the Spartans. 3:40 to go in the game. Twins to each side. Stilson takes a snap, again drops the pass. Rush is coming, throws across the middle, and hit the umpire. He was looking for Colt Wilson, but the umpire there and helping a little out with the defense.
I'm just glad he's not injured. In that umpire position, there's no good place to be, and he got popped up pretty high, and you certainly don't want to see an official get injured in this game.
No, you don't. So that'll make it 3rd down and 6. 3:31 to go in the game. 21-0 Wildcats. Richfield will move on once again to play at Morgan next Friday. The default time is 4 o'clock. We'll see if that gets changed at all. Trips to the left, one to the right. They're going to send Wilson in motion left to right. Stilson takes a snap, hands to Jensen. Jensen hitting the backfield, powers forward to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain on the carry to make it 4th and 6.
And C.J. Johnson hit him early, but it hurt his arm. He didn't make the tackle. And also give credit there to Kay Jensen, who came in. And then there was a host of Richfield tacklers after that.
So 4th and 6, 3:05 to go, just about under 3 minutes to go in the game. Trips right, one receiver left here for the Spartans. Jensen to the right of Stilson in the backfield, shotgun formation. Wilson again goes in motion right to left. Stilson to pass, heavy rush coming again. Going to throw to the right side, has a man wide open. That's Jared Snow, caught at the 25-yard line, broke a tackle to get inside the 20, and he'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. You pick up a 15 yards on the play.
And for Emery, that's going to be their 14th first down of the game, and their 4th here in the second half.
A Riverstone Contractors first down. Once again, your plumbing and heating source in Sevier County. That's Riverstone Contractors. 2:40 to go in the game now. Emery just trying to get on the board here in this playoff game. Twins to each side. Jensen to the right of Stilson. Stilson drops the pass. Heavy rush coming. Anderson hits him. Able to break the tackle as Stilson throws to the end zone. Caught in the corner, and touchdown Spartans. Making the play there on the far side of the end zone is Bowman for the touchdown catch, and then the Spartans are on the board.
Yeah, and I'm impressed with the ability of Gordon to go against the grain, stop and throw a pass. I mean, he just has made some great passes on the run today.
Yeah, Kyson Stilson has looked good at the quarterback position for the Spartans. Other than those
I said Gordon,
picks.
but I meant Stilson. Thank you.
Yes. So now on to kick it in is going to be Brock Winters, the junior kicker for the Spartans. And Emery missing a player, so they'll run one more out there. It's an 18-yard touchdown pass for Emery. Going to his knees was Bowman to make the catch. Winters the good kick, and it is good. So a 2:28 to go in the game on the Parts House scoreboard. It is Richfield 21, Emery 7. We'll take the break on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
My name is Dr. Joel Holman. I'm an orthopedic surgeon here at Central Valley Medical Center, specializing in general orthopedics, which includes sports injuries, total joint replacements, shoulder, hip, and knee, and I'm the only hand surgeon from Provo to St. George. One of the things that I like is that I'm able to take care of people that I've known for most of my life in this area, which I have a fondness for. We treat all orthopedic extremity conditions here at Central Valley Medical Center. We've got a great team, clinic staff, hospital staff, operating crew, and physical therapy services.
You've seen Zions Bank's name at sporting events, performances, and fundraisers. We're just about everywhere. Your children and grandchildren see Zion's dedicated employees in their classroom, teaching them how to save. We do all this because we have skin in the game. We support South Central Utah because we live and work here too. So we're as committed to this community's future as you are. When it comes to choosing to bank at Zions, rest assured you're selecting a company dedicated to bringing value to South Central Utah's businesses, individuals, and families.
ZionsBank.com, member FDIC.
So the Spartans get on the board after an interception, and they go 41 yards in 5 plays to make it a 21-7 ball game with 2:28 left, and Richfield expecting the onside kick here from Winters. And there is the onside kick, goes 10 yards, and it looks like Emery fell on top of it. Emery saying they have it, Richfield says they have it. And
it looked to me like Emery fell on it.
And the Emery football, as recovering it, I think it was Rance Jensen as the running back for the Spartans, trying to breathe some life into this Emery offense.
Let's take a look at that. Who came? We'll give credit.
I think it is Jensen. So they'll take over on the Richfield 48-yard line with 2:25 to go. After the onside kick. So first down and 10 from the Richfield 48. Stilson in the shotgun, trips left, one receiver right. There's a snap to Stilson, drops the pass, heavy rush coming, gets hit, breaks the tackle, gets hit again, and this time nowhere to go, as bringing him down with the hit is Tyler Smith, and got some cleanup help there.
Yeah, and Tyler was emphatic about him. He says, "You're not getting away from me."
So it'll make it second down and about 18 now, or 16 now, as it drops him back to the 46-yard line, a loss of 6.
I think Dylan Sorensen was also in on the end of that.
So second down and 16, 1:45 to go in the game. Twins to each side. Emery does have all 3 timeouts. Stilson drops the pass. Heavy rush coming again as he tries to step forward. Slipped, and Jordan Anderson credited with the sack as he brings him down back at the 41-yard line, a loss of 5 yards. And I believe we're going to have a timeout. Emery, yes, we will. 1:32 to go in the game. A Richfield Days In timeout, catering to high school teams and offering special rates. Call 896-6476. We'll take the break with him. 1:32 to go on the Parts House scoreboard. Richfield 21, Emery 7 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
Mountain Land Supply of Richfield is the Central Utah leader in plumbing, waterworks, turf, and ag irrigation. Mountain Land Supply features an entire line of Rainbird sprinklers and systems for your yard or commercial property and backs it up with an extremely knowledgeable staff that cares about the local community because they live here. Visit them at 2104 South Red Hills Drive in Richfield or call for a showroom appointment 435-896-9606. Mountain Land Supply is proud to sponsor high school sports and wishes the teams, coaches, and players success.
And welcome back here to Richfield High School. Robert Lovell with you alongside Rick Robinson as Emery has the ball on their own 41-yard line. They started, though, on the Richfield 48 after successfully recovering the onside kick. And at 2 plays later, it's now 3rd down and 21 after losing 6 on a sack, then 5 more on the next sack.
Yeah, and Richfield has applied pressure. And the interesting part of it is they have not brought 6 and 7. It's just been 4 up linemen have applied that pressure.
So 3rd and 21 from their own 41 for the Spartans. Trips to the right, 1 receiver to the left. And again, pressure coming. Stilson throws out to the left side. That's going to be caught by Bowman for a pickup of about 5, maybe 6 yards. They spotted the 46 for a 5-yard gain.
And there's a penalty.
And a late flag comes in.
I think it's roughing the passer.
Yes, it is. Stilson's taken some shots in this game, took another one there, and this time it's going to yield penalty yardage. See where they mark it off, to. Stops the clock at 1:25.
And that's going to be the 12th penalty of the ball game for Richfield.
Had the pass would have made it so it was 4th down and 16. This will mark it up to the 44-yard line.
And that is an automatic first down. Only 3 penalties really in high school are automatic first downs, and they're all roughing the snapper, roughing the quarterback, roughing the kicker.
So the penalty will march them into the 44-yard line. They're waiting for the chains to get set. The chains hadn't moved. So the 15-yard penalty there gives them the first down and tries to keep this game going for the Spartans. 1:25 to go in the game. Stilson drops the pass. Heavy rush coming in. Steps in the pocket. Moves to his left. Looking to throw. Throws down the field. A flag comes in. That's caught by Easton Gordon at the 38-yard line. He'll be brought down by Riddle, but a flag comes in.
I think they're going to rule he was beyond the line of scrimmage, you want to know the truth. The official on this side, it was really close, but I believe that's what they're going to call.
Line of scrimmage is at the 44-yard line. I think he was about the 45 when he threw it. Yeah, he wasn't behind the line of scrimmage.
We'll have to see what the call. Maybe not.
He was still he had a yard to go.
Yeah, he had a full yard to go. Holding.
Hold on, Emery, though. So it is an offensive holding, and that will march them back. The flag was at about the 46-yard line is where the flag was. That'll march them deep and back into their own territory, and all of a sudden make it first down and 22 with 1:16 to go.
And it's going to be the 5th penalty in the game for Emery. Only the 2nd penalty here in the second half. And they total 55 yards. And it'll be the 3rd holding call on the Spartans.
Halftime score for you. Manti leads Judge 16-14. And Judge had an interception in the end zone with a block in the back in the end zone. The penalty results in a safety. So 1st and 22 here for the Emery Spartans from their own 44-yard line. 1:16 to go. They trail Richfield 21-7. Trips to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Heavy rush coming from Wyatt Norman. Stilson steps up in the pocket, just going to run it himself. Gets across midfield, and he's going to be stopped there at the 50-yard line. And he's going to pick up 6 yards on the carry. But, again, great pressure by the Richfield defense, and Stilson just has no time.
Yeah, and we want to give credit there as Aaron Begay in on the initial tackle, and then 3 other Richfield defenders came in.
2A halftime score, Gunnison 7, North Sevier 6. Stilson, quick pass this time in the slant route to Gordon. Gordon nearly bobbled it and dropped it, but hauled it in on top of Britton Riddle's helmet for the catch. And it'll be a timeout called by Emery here. The Cats is going to be down to the 38-yard line for a pickup of 12, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 with 42 seconds left in this game. We're going to stay here with the timeout. Once again, a Richfield Days In timeout. Take a timeout yourself and visit Richfield City, the gateway to the national parks. Stay at Richfield Days In by calling 896-6476. And that time, not allowing the pressure to get there, just a very quick slant route.
Yeah, it was just stand up and throw the football. You can see on the replay.
42 seconds left here if you're Emery. And at some point, you got to go a big strike. I mean, maybe get the first down here, but then you got to go big and try to get another onside kick.
Still 42 seconds to go. I think Emery has one timeout left, or the shoulder out.
One timeout left.
That's what I thought they still had one.
So, I mean, when do you go with the big strike? Because you've got to go with the big one here to leave yourself time for your next drive to try to tie it if you can. 3rd and 4. Stilson in the shotgun. Twins to each side. Jensen to his right. He'll take the snap. Roll to his right. Pressure again coming. Got blocker. Steps up in the box. And he's going to be brought down again. And another sack for Cade Jensen in there on the tackle. And that'll bring him back about 7 yards to the 46-yard line.
Yeah, and Cade just wrapped him up and brought him down.
So a loss of make it 8 yards on the play to make it now 4th and 12 for the Spartans. Clock running down to 18 seconds left. Twins to each side. Stilson drops the pass. Rush is coming again. Looking down the middle. Throws down the middle of the field for Snow's. Caught inside the 20-yard line. Down to the 10-5-yard line is where Snow will go down with 5 seconds left. Does Coach Faimalo call a timeout to try to punch it in here? And it looks like that's going to be the case. The final timeout used by the Spartans with 5 seconds left. The ball is spotted at the 5-yard line. A big play there, 36-yard gain.
Yeah, the pass was right down the center of the field and caught it, as you said, around the 15, able to run down the 10 and fell down around the 5. So Emery, probably enough time for just one play here as they're out of timeouts.
Yep, this is their final timeout. And once again, it's a Richfield Days In timeout, catering to high school teams and offering special rates. 435-896-6476. Of course, Richfield City, a destination for high school teams, especially once we get to that winter season. The basketball previews coming up here, believe it or not, in about a month with the 1A girls basketball preview. And then all through the month of December. And then we'll go, of course, with the state tournaments held in February.
And, of course, we do have a halftime score from Fillmore. It's Millard 14, South Superior 7 at halftime.
Out of the timeout, 5 seconds to go. Trips to the right, 1 to the left. Stilson takes a snap. Final play of the game. Looks to the end zone. Throws to Easton Gordon. Knocked away. Jed Polson there to knock it away to end the game. And the Wildcats will move on in the 3A playoffs. They advance to the quarterfinals with a 21-7 win over Emery. They will play at Morgan next Friday. So there's your final, 21-7. Richfield over Emery on the Parts House scoreboard. We'll take a 3-minute break and come back with the Sunrise Engineering postgame show next on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
Robinson Transport is a major part of the central Utah economy by hauling supplies to maintain the energy needs of Utah and surrounding states. The management extends a sincere appreciation to all of their drivers for their hard work and dedication. Robinson Transport fully supports the education of our area youth and their participation in athletic competition. Should you need any construction equipment, topsoil, gravel, or concrete work, remember Robinson Transport of Salina, a proud sponsor of this sports broadcast.
Mountain Utah Family Medicine in Richfield is committed to providing compassionate, patient-centered, high-quality care to patients of all ages. Our staff of highly skilled and experienced care providers offer a wide variety of advanced medical care and treatment services for you and your family. We offer convenient appointment times, including after-hours services. Place your health and wellness in the hands of experienced medical professionals by scheduling an appointment with our physicians today. 435-896-9561.
Looking for an affordable car, truck, or SUV? The two guys at CarWise have you covered with vehicles starting as low as $4,000. Go to carwiseutah.com to check out our inventory, or come see us in person at 1220 South State Street in Salina. And don't worry if your credit's not the best, we've got you covered there too. Give us a call at 435-287-2277. Shop Wise. Shop CarWise. Go to carwiseutah.com to check out our inventory.
Are you paying too much for bulk gas, diesel, oil, and lube? Are you constantly running out of fuel for your business, farm, or hobby? Well, you should be calling Severe Valley Oil Company. Severe Valley Oil is your full-service bulk fuel, oil, and lube supplier. Now operating out of St. George and Richfield, Severe Valley Oil is now covering all of southern Utah with quality petroleum products. From super tankers to farm delivery wagons, they have you covered. Make the right call today, 435-896-4406.
Since 1947, Barney Trucking in Salina has built a reputation of unparalleled customer service and satisfaction in the trucking industry. Barney Trucking in Salina is now hiring local drivers. If you're looking for a solid career in the trucking industry that has a positive working environment, join the big blue trucks of Barney Trucking. The job includes benefits, training, retirement, and requires a Class A CDL license and an endorsement for doubles and triples. To apply, go to barneytrucking.com or call 529-4422. That's 529-4422.
Welcome back to Richfield High School. This is the Sunrise Engineering postgame show. Sunrise Engineering, making the things you do every day better every day. That's Sunrise Engineering. And 21-7 is your final. The Richfield Wildcats with the win over the Emery Spartans to advance to the quarterfinals of the 3A playoffs next week against the top seed from the North region in the Morgan Trojans. And Rick, real quick, what was your takeaway from this game?
Well, I thought Richfield did a nice job of the things they needed to do. They scored on their initial drive. That's what Emery did not do. They did not have turnovers when the game was really on the line. They got the turnovers from Emery. The one thing that they didn't do is they had too many penalties. I think that's a factor. Richfield certainly hurt them today, the penalties they had, and it helped Emery. But Richfield did the things they needed to. It's a nice win over Emery. And, you know, I think you just look forward to next week's game.
Yeah, you look forward to what they have next week. And again, the top seed from the North and the Morgan Trojans. But here in this one, Richfield, as you mentioned, did they needed to do, forced a lot of turnovers, ended up with 3 interceptions, 2 fumble recoveries. And then their offense had moments where they looked really good, had moments where they struggled to move the football. But that's going to happen in most football games.
And I thought that, you know, the first half, the goal line stance where Richfield held Emery out right at the very end, and it was aided by a penalty, no question. But, you know, it is what it is. If Emery held and got in on it, you know, Richfield did the things they needed to do. I thought Richfield showed their speed. I thought their speed today was a difference. I was impressed with Emery's passing game.
Yeah, Kyson Stilton threw the ball well, just those 3 interceptions, and 2 of them were tip balls that ended up being brought down.
And I thought Richfield did a nice job when the score was 7-0 in the third quarter. Came out, they obviously made an adjustment to come out to want to pass the ball, and their passing game was just terrific in the third quarter, which allowed them to build the lead to 21-0.
Yeah, 14-point third quarter for the Wildcats. Let's look at the scoring summary in the second half. Again, the scoring summary brought to you by Gunnison Market Pharmacy. For competitive prices, expert advice, and friendly hometown service, see Sean Sorensen there. Call 528-7555. And the first scoring drive of the game, of course, came back in the first quarter. Richfield's first possession. They got the ball 4:18 to go in the first quarter, and they marched down the field 86 yards. They did so in 12 plays, capped off by a 27-yard pass from Emmett Hafen to Dakota Curtis to make it 7-0. Then in the second half, they started with the football, and on their first drive in the second half, they got their start on their own 45-yard line. They went 55 yards and did so in 8 plays, capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run by Emmett Hafen. Then their third scoring strike came in the third quarter as they got the ball with 2:16 to go in the third quarter on the Emery 21-yard line, courtesy of a botched punt return by the Spartans, recovered by Aaron Begay. And Richfield went the 21 yards there in 2 plays, a 2-yard touchdown pass from Emmett Hafen to Jordan Anderson to make it 21-0 at the time. And then it was Emery that got the final score of the game as they scored on their second to last possession. They got the ball 4:03 to go in the fourth quarter, and they started on the Richfield 41-yard line is where Emery started after an interception, and they went 5 plays, capped off by an 18-yard touchdown pass from Kyson Stilson to Bowman, and that made 21-7 your final score.
Yeah, and I thought Richfield played a lot of players in the fourth quarter, really rotated things, and Emery just kept after it and did the nice thing to get some points for them. I think they're rewarded by their hard play. But again, at that point, I thought Richfield kind of was getting players a chance to play. Not everyone. They still had their starters in, but they gave some other players a chance.
Yeah. Let's take a quick break here inside the Sunrise Engineering postgame show. We'll have, I believe, our coach's comments coming up next. So it is Richfield 21, Emery 7 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Severe Valley Hospital supports our local athletes, not only during the game, but when they need some help to get back into it too. Our own team of starters includes physicians who specialize in orthopedic and general surgery, ENT, podiatry, family and internal medicine, pain management, and other areas of care. And they work to repair sports and everyday injuries right at our hospital, helping to keep both our athletes and their fans close to home for your care. Severe Valley Hospital, healing for life.
High-speed Wi-Fi. Not quite as important as running water in your home, but close. Centricom powers your Wi-Fi network with consistent speeds to keep all your gadgets going strong. Streaming video players, laptops, tablets, even smartphones, so you're never stuck with those big cell data charges. And talk about value. Just pick your speed and keep the Wi-Fi flowing in your home at a great low price. Upgrade your internet today. Call or visit Centricom.com to learn more.
Welcome back to Richfield High School. This is the Sunrise Engineering post-game show. Sunrise Engineering, working to improve your community. See how at sunrise-eng.com. The Wildcats with a 21-7 win over Emery in the first round of the 3A playoffs. Again, they move on to the quarterfinals against Morgan next week. And we're joined now by Coach Eric Thorson of the Richfield Wildcats. And Coach, first of all, thanks for joining me and congrats on the win.
Thank you. Thank you, Robin. Thank you for covering us tonight.
You mentioned right before we came on the air, this is the game you thought it was going to be a hard-fought battle and one that it wasn't going to be given to you by any means. What was your takeaway from it, just obviously with the immediate look back?
Yeah, it was what we expected. They came out, they slowed the game down, they limited possessions. They went for the easy, short stuff, and we knew it wasn't going to be a runaway. They haven't won a lot of games, but they've been tough in a lot of games this year. So we figured that we needed to just keep solid and overcome anything that didn't go our way and just push it through.
First quarter was very unique. Each team had one possession in the first quarter. You forced a fumble on their first drive down inside the 10-yard line, then you came right back down the field with an 86-yard drive of your own and finished it off with a 27-yard pass to Dakota Curtis. But going back to the fumble, you forced 2 fumbles in the first half, 3 interceptions in the second half. What was the key to your defense tonight?
Our defense is just we have a great defensive staff. We have great defensive players that are committed to the scheme that we have. Really proud of the way they've been all season, and I attribute it to just consistency and a team that knows how to work together defensively.
You've mentioned multiple times with this year that you really like to run in those defensive players. You use quite a few of them to keep them fresh. How much does that play a factor, especially down the stretch here when you were just able to get continued pressure on their quarterback?
I think you took the words right out of my mouth. That's exactly what we do. I'll repeat what you just told me. We run in a lot of defensive linemen to keep them fresh, so that when you get to those fourth quarter situations, especially when they're out of their game, you can just really put some pressure on the quarterback without losing coverage on the defense.
And that's one of the things that Rick pointed out. It wasn't that you were bringing 7 or 8 guys. You just kept going with the 4 or 5 guys bringing it in there. Occasionally would have a blitz come in, but the pressure just continued to be applied.
Yeah, definitely. And when they're out of their game, you can kind of pin your ears back. You still have that risk of them hitting you on a screen or something, but I think they were really going for the long ball, and I probably would have been doing the same. And so we were just in a good position with kids that were aggressive and maybe made up in the fourth quarter in aggression for what we weren't having in the first quarter.
Looking at your offense in tonight's game, you had a couple of drives where obviously you moved the ball very well, especially that first drive going those 86 yards. Other drives where you were a quick 3 and out. What did you see out of your offense in this game?
Yeah, well, a lot of penalties, a lot of holding, and we need to clean that up. I think there might be a combination. I'll wait till we look at film to decide if we want to change anything, but. A penalty will just take you right out of your game. That was some of it. And then execution, I think the players, one of these short weeks, and obviously you tell them and tell them and tell them, but they're looking at Morgan. And so to get their view down off the horizon back into Emery, there were some execution things that we're going to have a little sit down about.
A couple of guys that obviously stood out tonight. Again, we talked about in the pregame show, defensively, Wyatt Blackner had an interception in the game. He had a tip that led to another interception by Jake Polson, had numerous tackles. What did you see out of the young sophomore?
I saw all that. I saw, I just can't say enough about Wyatt Blackner, the way he's developed. I've told you before, if you were to put him in a room with 20 kids and say pick out the middle linebacker, he'd be pick number 20. But he is athletic. He's hyperactive. He's got all the things that a great football player needs, and I think also mentally is the biggest thing with him. I've never seen a negative word out of him. I've never seen him pound his fist or be frustrated. He's just doing the best he can.
Yeah, and a couple of different guys.